my headphones?
All right, y'all. I just want to make sure I get Jonesy in this interview.
Yes, sir. So do I. It's been like a dream to meet this fella.
This is the Lone Ranger podcast. It's my favorite podcast.
Close. He got close there.
Word up. You guys hear me? Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. All right. Here you go.
Denver legend.
What's up?
Yeah, he already knew who you were talking about when you said Denver legend. He was like, "Yeah, I'm here, present."
Are we rolling? Nice.
Yeah, we're rolling. We're live. Okay. We're live. I think on YouTube, Facebook. This is the Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast.
How do I share it?
Hell yeah!
My socials.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I would love that. Thank you for even offering, man.
Alive, I've been more here than anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, love that. Love that.
I don't want to put you on blast, but
let's hear.
94. What grade were you in?
I moved here. I was a new kid, man. I was in 11th grade when I came here. Moving in high school was rough.
Where did you?
I attended high school in Fort Collins High School. Okay. We got made fun of on Dave Letterman for being the Lambkins, the lamest mascot name, number 2 or number 1 lamest mascot when I was in Fort Collins. Before then, Bishop Gorman. But been in Colorado.
I think, yeah, that looks right. Me, man. That's right.
Yeah.
That looks right. I think it is. LRVT podcast, right? No, nothing else. Yeah, that's it.
So are you still in Northern Colorado? Are you still
You know, when I migrated from Fort Collins to Denver, I stayed on the north end, Thornton, Westminster. I'm in Arvada now, Westminster, Arvada, and Denver's my home. You know, I kick it. I hang out more downtown than anywhere else. I'm out anywhere from 3 to 5 nights in a week in any given month. You can catch me, my Instagram at DJMRGroove. And if you want to see where I'm spinning, aside from the battle tonight, big shout out to Chones. Big shout. I want to say I first saw you were opening up a set. I want to say I first saw you were opening
Run DMC was at the Boulder Theater.
It was at the Boulder Theater.
Yep.
But that's where I first saw you on stage. I'm like, damn, this dude can mix. He can cut. He can throw down.
Word up.
Yeah, and that's where I first saw Chones.
Yep.
Damn, I first heard of Chones on KS 107.5, and it like I've been listening to that shit for years and known who you were and known that you know some of my friends and stuff. So it's an honor to meet you and have you on the podcast, man. Like, thank you for coming out, and you being humble here as well, just pretending that you're not fucking the Denver legend DJ Chones over there.
Sorry about nah, man. Like Groove said, it goes back before radio. Like, we were already doing it before all the radio stuff. Like he said, he seen me in the concerts. He was up there in Fort Collins. Him and our friend Sabotage, they're like legends.
Wednesday nights, and you can't find a Wednesday night in any city anywhere. Wednesdays are kind of lame. The Wednesday night was the most lit, middle of the week college night, 18 and over. It was just popping. All the new hip hop, all the new dance hall reggae. That was where you wanted to be.
Hell yeah. Wasted Wednesday was last time I partied in Fort Collins was on a Wednesday, and I regret it still.
They used to have a bad beer Monday where you get a bucket and it was like 40 ounces in there. It's bad beer Monday.
Oh, I remember there was a place you could reach into a bucket of ice and pull out, and it was like $1 whatever you grabbed, and it had all kinds of shit in there.
It sounds about right.
Yeah. Or maybe that was Boulder, not Fort Collins. I don't know. But those two towns in my mind, I grew up in like Lakewood, that area. So like that's like a travel destination to go party up there when I was a kid. But you know, we made it every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I went out to Boulder. We hardly ever went out to Fort Collins.
I was in Boulder too.
Yeah. That was
a lot.
There was a big rivalry at that time between Fort Collins and Boulder.
That.
Now, I'm not sure if it exists still. But at that time, there was definitely, if you partied in Fort Collins, you didn't go to Boulder. If you were Boulder, you didn't mess with much of the Fort Collins.
I did it both. I didn't care. I was down. I had no territory, no stake in any claim. I was a Denver dude.
You know what was cool is Boulder always got the coolest shows. Big up to everybody at that time, bringing all the cool shows from the Run DMCs to the Outcasts at the time. There was a CeeLo with
did that. Those are all the shows I did.
Yeah, man. There were some great shows, and they would always hit Boulder, not necessarily Denver. And it was the dope hip hop of the era of the time.
Right.
And Fort Collins to Boulder for most of those shows that I could get my hands on.
On the last U.S. finals for the Red Bull 3 style, he is one of the judges for tonight. And that's kind of like what this battle is all about. It's very similar to the battle that we're having tonight. And then we have Dynamics, who won the Red Bull SoCo finals, and then he's also won some other titles in himself.
Dynamics was on that VH1, the DJ show.
Yeah, he was. Oh yeah, Master of the Mix.
Yeah, that's
He's just a great DJ. We have Pause, the Denver Nuggets DJ, to fill the void for the electronic music kind of scene. So like if DJs touch on the electronic, we want to make sure that they have the palette for it. And then
I might have some electronic.
Oh.
yeah, and,
I could tell by your hat.
it's cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's the defining mark. All that extra filigree, huh?
Well, I like Groove because he sticks on the whole wardrobe.
Yeah.
Dude
Right?
gets,
Yeah,
the dude
I-
gets fit legit.
From head to toe, my man is ready for tonight.
It doesn't. I'm always festive for whatever occasion, and if it's urban style festive, I'm gonna put on the bling.
Hell yeah.
And if it's grown festive, well, I've got my sport coats, my suit jackets, my flashy ties.
Love
Look at that watch, guys. Look at the watch. Let's look at the
I'll
watch.
put it on.
Can we talk
festive.
about the
Can
watch?
you show?
Oh, the
watch?
boombox watch. Yeah.
Show the watch.
Can we talk about the watch?
Boombox,
Gotta
yeah, the
appreciate the
flood
watch.
This was I got the turntable watch, and then this is a special gold edition of the boombox watch.
Wow.
It does turn on. Yeah, the battery's kind of low, but it works. You gotta floss a little bit. Gotta have fun.
Well, we got to do.
Ready for the next one?
I think you already got your gift as
Yeah.
a judge.
Yes.
But we got a gift for DJ Mr. Groove over here. Give me
Okay.
just a moment. This is from our sponsor over here.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, what do we got in here?
Ooh.
Oh, but there are so many goodies in here. You don't got to open it now, but there are plenty of goodies from our
Goodies and
sponsor here
prices.
tonight.
Go, my friend.
Got to
Yeah.
give a shout out to them, and that's
you.
for you for coming out. There's a bunch
shout out
of
to whatever's
love in
in here from
there.
Next One Labs.
All
Right.
kinds of good stuff, all kinds of swag from the sponsors here tonight. So we got to appreciate that. And the question that I want to ask you before you leave
Yes.
is, what was the first memory that you have that told you that you wanted to DJ?
Ironically, it's the name of the battle was Who's Got the Juice. I literally, I'm from the era. I saw the movie Juice, and seeing that battle scene, it was hype and intense. And from my era, before that was Beat Street and Breakin', you got to love those battle scenes. So you step it up, 10 years, 8 years, 10 years later, you got the movie Juice, the battle scene with Omar Epps, Tupac, and doing everything they got to do. That was literally me the last battle because I had another gig after the second round, and I'm trying to focus on two things at once. And this one, I've got another after party after this. So seeing the movie Juice, the battle scene made me want. I'm like, I want to do that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna have to go shoot nobody up or nothing like that.
No, it's not like that. No, not at all.
To the movie to the T.
No, yeah. We're not going to be messing with no corner store bodegas. No, we just got an after party for Raul Alejandro.
Look at a quick plug.
Yeah, got to do it.
Can you open up your box though?
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know what's in here.
Okay.
This is a complete surprise.
To us too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we got a
Well, I know what's in
Carolina
there.
blue. We got a hat.
I picked this special for you, man. This was all
right,
handpicked
we have
by me.
We got a dope beanie, and it looks like another beanie, and looks like a sweater, t-shirt, or hoodie or something. But it's a hoodie.
Luke, help him out. Give him a hand there.
Yeah.
Light shade. Big up to Light Shade for the hoodie. All right, is that it right there? Okay,
Hell
and
yeah.
there's something else here in the
Oh yeah.
fun. We got a vape, and we got a lighter, and we got some papers. Or
Let's
is this
go.
papers, or what is this?
Oh, I think that's a
Pre-roll?
cartridge.
Oh, cartridge.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we got some cool swag. Big up to Next One Labs. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Luke.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Thank you, DJ Charles. Thank you,
DJ Mr. Groove.
Yeah. I wanted to get the Mr. Right.
Yeah, y'all already know where to
Good
find
luck in
my.
the battle, my friend.
All
Y'all
right,
know where to
appreciate
find
it.
DJ
Yeah.
Chones. Give us one more time your Instagram
Yes.
handle, your
all social
socials.
media, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, everything is the same at DJ MR Groove, DJ Mr. Groove, and that's it. Thank you guys, appreciate you.
Thank you, brother. Good luck out there. Thank you, DJ Charles. You got it? Yeah. At the edge of this?
Can I leave this in here and grab this?
All of us on the couch? Okay.
I will pick this up on the way out. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, thank you.
Which one was yours?
That one. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, just put it there.
Do we have that Sharpie here? He'll put his name on it just so they want to leave it.
Sharpie's right next to it. On the
Some electronic music makes the people two at a time. Welcome in. There's a mic around here somewhere too. Are we still going live? So the internet can hear me right now?
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
How quick you thinking?
Cool.
Did you just come grab me to come do a quick fucking interview? We doing vines out here and shit. We about to do some vines? Some fries, homie. Some fries, homie.
Super size,
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker. We doing short shit.
Super size, motherfucker.
All right, let's get it going. Are we
All
going
right,
to do the little ditty or what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, you're ready with the talking stick. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
VO the face, body bag battles. I don't know what. Thanks for having us out, Lone Ranger and Tonto. I've been hip to y'all's pod for a while, man. I do body bag battles. Y'all was at a couple of our events.
That's right.
And it's been awesome to work with you guys. I don't think I've ever met y'all because y'all always doing this.
Yeah.
Now I get a chance to talk.
Hell
And
yeah.
We got 15 seconds.
You're on the podcast. I know. Well,
We're going to stretch that 15 seconds out to infinity,
yeah.
brother. Yeah.
They don't know it, but we're running the show here.
Awesome. Perfect.
This is my guy, Kev Dog.
Hey, I'm Kev Dog. I'm also here with Body Bag Battles. I also rap Ending Heroes right there with my buddies Louis Lux and Guai. I just recently was put onto y'all's content right there, dude. You know, and I was in touch with Spoke. I watched the last interview with Spoke. Y'all had him over here dying, dude. I was like, they call him words, but he ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, it is sometimes when Justin and Steven get to talking, it's hard to get.
Oh, I was biting my tongue for so long in that podcast, man. That's why I went for 2.5 hours because when I got my chance, I took it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I feel
took
you.
that chance.
I thought we was watching like the Mexican Joe Rogan. It was like, that shit was going though. It was going though. Orderly, man. That shit was dope. What you guys do with this whole podcast scene is dope. So
Hell yeah, and we love being here and doing this and getting to interview y'all. And so we have a couple of questions for you for both of you to answer. First, judge or participant tonight?
neither.
Neither.
Yeah, we just here sponsoring
I'm
the
here as a
event.
fan.
You
Just
know what I
repping.
mean?
Okay.
Yeah, not participating, not just with body bag battles.
We work close with Spoke, so you know what I mean. He throws something, we come to it, dude. It's all support right there and everything right there.
Okay, now I'm more hip to. We're gonna have to adjust our questions then, because
All right.
What you got for him?
Body bag battles. What we're representing right there is the battle rap league of this state right here.
Right.
We are the battle rap culture of this right here. So anything competitive natured into hip hop, you know, of course we gonna be there to show our
Hell
face
yeah.
and everything right there. Especially since our man Spoke's throwing the event. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's-
Speaking of which, I'm actually battling Spoken Words June 21st right there.
good luck, bud. Good luck, bud.
Put
Good
that
luck.
on your calendar.
But
Yeah.
Man, this what y'all are doing. You know, I think hip hop has needed the local scene back.
This
right?
is facts.
For
This is
so
facts.
long. For so long, where it lost like what I grew up in, and like being in a fucking place that sells pizza all day, and then they do fucking a hip hop show at night, and going and see your buddies, and seeing the fucking Colorado Casuals show up to a show like that, and you're like, whoa, these dudes they're about this shit.
Facts,
and then you're
dude,
going
facts.
and. It evolved into smaller clubs and places that, a lot of places that weren't hip hop venues or venues at all. And that local scene that this is growing through in these battles and bringing back that fucking atmosphere, like what we talked about on one of the last casts, is like what I remember, the feeling that I remember of being in those little spots and feeling what hip hop was more than just music at that point. Because for most of my life, hip hop was just something I listened to.
Hey,
right,
we're
that
trying to
that I
elevate that
experienced
energy
it.
this year. That's what the whole goal's been right there. Like, VO, my man's right here, has been running this body bag battles for 15 years right there. And, you know what I mean? We've had highs and, you know what I mean, the stuff right there that were good years right there. And this year right there is shaping up to be one of them years. I mean, we had 3 events deep right there, and all of them was a movie right there. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
definitely been an adventure over these past 15 years just to deliver the content and whatnot. So, I mean, just the competitive nature about the battle raps and whatnot, it makes for exciting just conversation, just because when you are having that competitiveness and it's added to it. We've been doing shows for 15 years, but we never have any incidents, any violence at them or anything.
Yeah.
I think when people are able to get there, it sounds kind of corny, but when you're able to get your confrontations out in a different way than just violence, you normally get less violence at your show.
And I gotta say, like
least corny, right?
This is the content too that's like that's of the moment, right? Like this short form content that battles offer, and I think it's such an opportunity to like bring that back.
Hey
and
man,
grow through
it keeps your mental sword sharpened too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
It definitely, you know what I mean. And you always want to go against somebody, dude, that's the next level up. Somebody that, you know what I'm saying, is better than you in your opinion, or got a bit, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, dude. Because it's like, if I know I'm gonna watch this guy right there, I'm not probably gonna ride as heavy for him. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm know this guy right here is crazy, if I don't prepare crazy for him right there, then I'm gonna die right there. Then you get in your bag right there. You're like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it makes up for fun energy, man.
Yeah, so our next event is June 21st in Boulder. We'll be out there making a Murderer 6. We do these annual events, and they're kind of just happening.
Hillside Lounge.
So definitely, we're gonna be up in Boulder, and it's gonna be dope. So thank you guys for having us.
Yeah. One last question before y'all leave. Easy question. Who's your money on tonight to win the DJ battle? Who it is and why? Quick.
Well, when I did the freestyle battle, the underdog was the youngest guy, who was like him, and he ended up winning the whole thing.
He did?
So I'm going to stick with that same shit for who's got the juice. The underdog is probably Slickback, and he's the youngest guy, and I think he comes out here and surprises people tonight.
All right.
Hey, I just met Slickback's pops in there right there, dude. They got a good vibe, energy going to them right there. So let's give it to the underdog right there. So yeah,
all right.
I'm gonna ride with that too.
It's been an honor to talk to both of y'all.
Thank y'all so much for doing what you do.
Absolutely.
Man.
Thanks for having
so
us, man.
important. So important.
Absolutely.
Y'all take care.
Body Bag
Peace,
Battles,
brother.
everybody.
Bam.
Right on, y'all,
Thank
man.
you, brother.
Thank you for checking out the
Good
cast
luck in your
too.
battle.
Right on, man. Right on.
All right. Well, that was fun. Are we doing more rappers, or is this to the DJs? Or the DJs we're gonna do one
I think
at a time
Spoke is in charge
of
here.
coming in.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that. What's up, man? Come on in. Come on in.
What up, y'all?
Oh yeah, I think we're going two at a time from now on. So.
Looking for Adrian's laptop. Does anybody know where his bag
Oh, maybe we're not going two at a time. We're just looking for. It's okay. It's okay.
Don't be sorry. Yeah, you can sit at the. I mean.
Yeah, that chair's for you, my friend.
I'm cuddly too. Well, his butt's right there, so. Give it a second.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then once.
You say you were a radio guy for 20 years? Who was a radio? Oh, you were.
Yeah,
oh,
that was
okay.
picking up on the mic because it's pointing towards Eric.
Yeah, okay.
As soon as we get through here, we'll have you spin that around, or maybe we could have him do a little yoga move and shift over and swing that mic around in front of you, my friend. Watch your head.
Go this way.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. And
thank you for your patience here, getting in here. We are the Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast, and welcome. But we would love to have you introduce yourself here. Who are you?
My name is Thread Savage. I'm one of the competitors tonight for Who's Got the Juice.
Thread. Get a little bit in there. Get
right.
nice and friendly with that mic.
All right. Check 1 2.
Yep.
Thank you.
My name is Thread Savage. I'm one of the competitors tonight for Who's Got the Juice. I've been DJing here in Denver for the last decade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anywhere before that, Thread?
Seattle and Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
You from one of those places? Where are you from?
Born and raised Las Vegas.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Right
then
on.
10 years, Denver has just been your scene. You just kind of found a home here. It was like,
yeah, I just
take
kind
over the
of found a home here. Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you're one of the DJs tonight, correct?
Yep.
Right on. Have you done a DJ battle before?
Yeah, I've done a few before. The first one I've ever done was back in Vegas, called DMC, which is based off of turntablism.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How'd you do at those competitions?
I mean, it's always a hit or miss. Yeah. The first time I battled, I was 19, and it was like in the early stages of learning how to DJ, so I was trash compared to the other competitors. Yeah.
Tell us your honesty.
Tell us about your DJ style. What kind of stuff you spinning tonight?
Well, yeah, growing up in Vegas, like learned how to like party rock and been introduced to different genres like growing up, and tonight I just wanted to show a little piece of my history. That's it, really. Yeah.
I love that, man.
When you say piece of your history, are we talking ethnicity? Do you have a background of culture that you hype up, support in your music?
Yeah, breakdancing is what got me into DJing.
Dope.
Yeah, I was breakdancing first before I was DJing.
Dope.
Yeah. So like 2 out of 4 elements, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
No more breakdancing. Is it just turntabling now? You still get?
No, I still dance. I still get down and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we expect to see any of that tonight?
Maybe. Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
10 years. Do you spend anywhere? Do you have Instagram? People can find you out there. Where do we find your productions and all that?
Pretty much Instagram is Thread Savage, THRED Savage, and I have other links on there. And I have a residency over in Rhino off of 27th and Lammer called American Bonded.
Oh yeah.
And I play there every Friday or Saturday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I work right up the street from there.
Last question here. I want to know, what was your first memory of realizing that you wanted to DJ?
I was hanging out with a bunch of friends from like the breakdancing culture, and
man, I hope to see some folks cutting up.
Thanks, guys.
Thread Savage.
Thanks for having me.
That's a dope ass name. And American Bonded on Fridays. We do have a little giveaway for you from one of our sponsors, my friend, just for being here and supplying us with your magical fingers and your magical touch. This is for you, my friend.
That's
for you, my friend.
That's from our sponsors tonight to you. You can open it up, see what's in there. There's some swag. There's some other fun stuff in there for you. All other fun stuff in there for you. All thanks to our sponsors tonight. We appreciate it. AG in from the 303. That's who you're seeing interrupt our camera shot there.
Nice little moon
shout out. He was over on the podcast the other night. Thanks for coming through and hanging with us for so long and having such a great conversation.
Yeah,
you got to check
out
out
the next one.
Hey, you already got one. Yeah,
look
let's
at
go.
that. Look at that. Should we?
Oh, are you already sponsored by next one? Is that? Or are you just their shit?
I got the hat from the last from the prelims from the battle.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. We can switch your box out. That'll have a different hat in there. And so since you already have the gray on the white there, my friend. So you could take the box with you, or we can put your name on it and save it back here for you. All right.
Just so that throw my name on it. And,
cool, man. We got it. Thread Savage. Thank you for coming in.
Thread.
All right, Thread.
I do like the name. I mean,
hell yeah.
It's a takeoff Fred Savage, right?
No, I mean,
tell me more.
That's your real birth name?
No.
Tell me more.
Like, dang,
tell me about it.
Your parents did you dirty.
Back then, like, I had a DJ name that was an acronym. It went by Figure It Out, FIO, and if you take out the dots, like, it spells Fio. In Spanish, it's thread.
Oh, shit, that's rad. I like that.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Right
Thanks
on.
for
Well, thank you
sharing
for
that.
coming on and
My bad
telling us
for
a little about
assuming.
yourself.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, it's always a fun story to tell.
Yeah, that's really good. All right, Thread, good luck out there tonight, my man.
Go get him, my friend.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you guys. Cheers.
Peace, brother.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Whoever's
Hold on, could we get
bring them out. Bring them out.
bathroom movement here? Or I mean,
Yeah. Also, I too. Well, I mean, maybe we take turns. Are we gonna keep it moving? I mean, I'm okay with just sitting here looking. Hey, man. If you like. My co-host is leaving. Do you want your co-host to join us?
Yeah, come on in, baby.
Get on in here. If you like. I mean, we're not going to force it upon you. You're going to have to sit here, though. Go ahead and pull that mic towards your face, my friend. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, like almost get sensual
Right here.
with it.
There we go.
Yeah, that's it.
Stick your gum on your tooth.
I didn't even put it in yet.
Okay.
How you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you, bro?
I'm doing fine.
Good. I'm Evan.
Oh, nice. I was actually just about to do that first. You beat me to it.
Gotcha.
My name is also Evan.
Two Evans?
It's actually Luke, but
Oh, man, you
same amount
got me.
of numbers in the name, same amount of letters. And what's your name?
I'm Kristen.
Hello, Kristen. If you would like the viewers, Kristen, to hear you, you two would have to speak
Perfect.
closer into the mic. So Evan and Kristen. Evan, you're one of the DJs tonight.
No, actually, I'm with Next One Lab.
Oh, you're
We're
with
this-
Next One.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what is how are you feeling tonight? How are you feeling about your event that you're out here sponsoring,
Oh,
sir?
bro, we took a little puff in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That juice box. Get you
Okay.
in the right mind.
Okay.
Right set. I can't wait to go out there and see how these DJs do.
Okay. How did you and Next One get involved in this?
So last year we were one of the main sponsors for the rap battle, and giving back to the community for Next One's always a big deal. We love the community, we love all the people that are out there that just supporting us.
Yeah.
And for me, anytime we can sponsor an event like this and bring the community together,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Spokes, Adrian, they're awesome, man.
Yeah, cool. I love that. Let's switch it over to you. How are you feeling about this? Are you excited to see what's about to unfold tonight?
I'm
Big
not going to
fan
lie.
of-
Next one does a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
And last year's event was it was one of the best cannabis events I've been to personally. And I've host events. So that's saying something.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, I was really excited to hear that they were going to do something again this year and kind of change it up and make it a DJ thing rather than a rap battle.
Yeah.
So that's a vibe of Denver for sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes.
Yeah, I think, good to the culture in general. It continues to evolve. I think even nowadays we look at a lot of EDM producers and they're starting to mix in like hip hop culture pretty heavily and kind of going back to those hip hop beats included in there. I go to Red Rocks a lot and
Right.
I go to Daily Bread and Tape B, and there's so many elements of hip hop artists that are like combining with these like new age DJs, and it's really cool. So I'm excited to see.
Who's your favorite old school
Rapper?
Yeah, hip hop, all that.
I have a hard time doing favorites.
Yes,
you know
okay,
what I
that's
mean.
true.
Like
I
that's-
do. I know it's hard to
especially-
always pick one.
Yeah, especially like I'm my favorite hip hop artist too.
you go.
I don't want
There you
to.
go.
Yeah, I don't want to have to put anybody else down when I'm putting my favorites together. But the influences that inspired me, and I think about this all the time, like that early rap, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Wu-Tang Clan, who's coming with Run the Jewels on the 4th of July to Fiddler's Green. I'm pretty excited about that. Eminem, Nas, that's the generation, the culture that I grew up in. And then oddly enough, like after 2000s, after I graduated high school, I took a complete 180 from hip hop and started listening to heavy hardcore metal music.
Okay.
And like
That's right.
I had to
A little 180 going on
Yeah, I had to
there.
dip my
Yeah.
toes. I mean, the message is very much in hardcore music. It's very
Right.
much, you're not going to push me around. We got our own shit going on. Like,
Respect.
fuck
Like,
the
yes.
government. Yeah. Like all the stuff that.
Anarchy.
Yes, all the stuff that roused my heart, which we lost in hip hop in early 2000s.
Yes,
at least
we did.
at that like level. It was
Right.
popular, and then it became Soulja Boy Tell 'em, right? So it's nice to again see that these kind of things, events where you have actual hip hop battles or DJ battles, coming back to some of that original way the
Roots
culture
of it,
was
and how it
designed.
started.
Right.
For sure. I remember the first joint Devin the Dude was on in the background, bro.
yeah.
So he always holds just that one place in my heart,
Yeah, cool.
which can be sick. He's at Tetra tomorrow night, actually.
Dope. Yeah, my friends, and shout out Justin, Diamond Boys, they've performed with Devin the Dude before.
Dude, that's
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Just like talk about old school, like, even Denver hip hop. Like,
Right.
a lot of people don't realize there was a start to this culture too that was kind of very underground, very, very much like what you're sponsoring here today. And
Right.
it's such a dope like renaissance to watch come back into the forefront of music, you know.
Absolutely.
So thank you for doing this. Thank you for sponsoring.
We
this
love
and
doing
bringing
stuff like
together.
this,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
I mean,
so
it's
great.
just so much fun and throwing out hats. So, guys, follow Next One, Hazy, the Juice Box. It's a 2-gram disposable. We really just focus on quality, guys. And it's not about just putting numbers out there. We want to have a good product that the community can come around and be around. So.
Do you have a storefront for?
So we sell in most dispensaries.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to nextonelabs.com or hazy.com, you can kind of see where the store locator is and check out all that fun stuff and
like
see all our cool
socials.
products. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Next One Labs, Hazy 710, Evan on the green. Just follow all of them.
I'm not even gonna wait. I'm gonna do that right now. And you help assist in the
Yes, I'm the
exploration.
behind the scenes.
She's the brain, She
the
does.
power of the
That's
throne,
right.
of course.
I uplift the homies, and I love to watch a little bit of competition go down. So that's why I'm here.
Little healthy competition.
Yes.
Anybody out there getting?
So what's your tag?
Luke Sky, HBC, hip hop artist, yoga teacher extraordinaire. Yeah, you'll catch me on there. All right, so let's do this again. We said Next One Labs.
Next one.
The number one?
Yep.
Labs. There we are. Follow. Go give them a follow. Lone Ranger vs. Tonto podcast. You know how this part works. Evan.
On the green.
On the green. There you are. Oh, not
On
Evan.
all- on
not
the
Evan
green.
on the go. That's not who this is.
I'm always on the go, but you can always
Getting
find me
it
on
in.
some green.
Evan, EVAN, not even. Luke, we need to know how to spell it. And
The
then,
even? Yeah, I get that all the time. It's all good, man.
Are
a couple
you,
He's
joints
more odd than
in.
even. I'll tell you right now, though.
that was good. Hey, you gonna take that?
Always do.
You get her back after this,
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Always.
What about you, Kristen? Do you have a brand that you'd like to promote and put out there while you're
of course,
in front
yeah.
of the...
So I rep Blazy Susan.
Oh, you're Blazy Susan.
Yeah,
right?
so we're the number 2
Everybody
top-selling
knows.
brand in the United States in the accessories category.
Yeah.
Number 1 top-selling brand in the accessories category in Colorado.
Bam.
So we like to shout it out, and anytime you see pink, you know it's us. We're
Wow.
loud.
Yeah, that's great. I'm a big fan of Blazy Susan papers.
Thank
so
you for
cool.
saying that.
Yeah, thanks for putting out a quality product.
Well, we're about to do
Definitely-
some mad drops this year, so just wait.
Okay. You put it on your radar. Mad drops coming from both Next One Labs and Blazy Susan. Do you have a favorite for today's competition, or do you have who's your
I would say,
underdog and who you thinking is gonna take it?
ooh, the underdog. I go with Thread on that one.
Okay.
I think he's gonna come out.
Yeah, he
he
was
seems a
just
little
here.
nervous right now,
Yeah.
like going first and stuff. But I think he's gonna pull through.
Okay.
But I tell you what, the 15-year-old kid, fire, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he could take it.
Okay.
I think he could take it.
I mean, I would love to see that, right? I mean, just the it sounds like a movie, right? Like something you would see out of a movie. This kid, just like this savant of DJ and hip hop shit. He just comes out and crushes all the.
We gotta watch out
all
for
the
them.
old school
We
stuff
gotta
he
watch
knew.
out
I
for
was
the
like,
kids,
damn.
bro.
Yeah.
They come in
What
hot.
better for the young culture to have a kid like that win?
Well, I mean, yeah, that and. I mean, I'm in the older culture now, right? So, like, the old man in me is like, fuck that punk, right? This little
Right.
high school punk gonna come here and try to take my shit.
Are you an 80s baby?
Yeah.
Okay. All
right.
Same.
Yes,
right.
100%. And, like, times have changed, right? So he loses, he's gonna be like, oh, it's no big deal. If I would have lost when I was 15, I would have, like, ripped some shit down. Like, you know,
Right.
things have changed.
100%.
So yeah, I suppose it would be a cool story, 100%. And yeah, with that, thanks, Evan. And
Hey, thank you
Kristen.
for
Yes,
having
thank you for having us.
It's been
Not
an
Evan.
Yeah, not Evan. We got Luke.
That's my next.
I
Yeah,
love
that's my
it, bro.
next tagline on Instagram. Yeah, pleasure to meet you, my friend.
Thank you.
Again for putting this on.
Lovely to be here.
Kristen,
Thank you for
I will
having us.
absolutely see y'all out there on the floor when
Yes,
we're
sir.
done.
Godspeed.
All right, y'all. Peace. I love the Godspeed exit. That's fantastic. Namaste. You know what I mean? Cool. Evan and Kristen, that was a pleasant little conversation. out here doing things for the Denver community and keeping hip hop alive. And hey, there's the man of the minute. Not this one. He's also the man of the minute.
Guest.
Yeah, that was a cool conversation.
Yeah.
You missed that.
I feel like you were perfectly positioned to have it with them. I feel like they were your guests. Like it was perfect. I came in and I was like, oh, there's a vibe in here.
Yeah,
there's a little vibe in here. I'm a little jealous that y'all got to see it and I didn't and hear it. Sounds like you're in a nice little conversation, and what a good wrap up. And now we got our next guest, guest. Surprise appearance.
Well, that's kind of cool too, like to be a guest in this kind of situation, to have a thing that you're already a part of and then be a guest on that thing. That's kind of cool.
Right? Because Luke is the co-pilot today, not our normal co-pilot of my normal co-pilot of Justin.
Right.
But things changed and he's here. And if he could hopefully hear me and make his intro, it'd be a perfect time right about now, bud.
I don't get no headphones?
No, you don't get any headphones.
No headphones?
You're lucky to not get the wireless mic, bud. Count your blessings.
Yeah, I might get the wireless.
You're late. You're late. Do I get headphones when he's late? First thing he asks?
Yeah.
My dog. What up?
Welcome, guest.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
No, I'd rather not. Yeah. How's it going? I want to be updated.
It's going good. Good. We've been giving out some great gifts from our sponsor. By the way, do not say that when we give out gifts. That's the rule.
Chones did. Or not Chones.
We'll try not to.
Spoke did it.
I was told a certain thing, and we're going to try and follow the rules, Luke.
And then Evan did it.
Well, I don't think we
else
can.
do it.
I mean,
no, that's not Evan.
We're going to try our best to not get in trouble because we got in trouble last time for
let's just
making it verbally aware of the branding.
Yeah,
and
no.
so,
In any case,
Chones was here.
How'd it go?
Chones was here.
Chones was here.
Yeah, I got to
right in this
like
seat.
check off bucket list item right there. Meet DJ Chones. Fucking A.
Yeah,
I've been hearing him doing that shit from when I was little, like 11 years old, being like, "Where's the hip hop station in Denver?" And you hear KS 1075.
Yeah.
Mr. Groove was here.
DJ Mr.
Groove has been rocking since 1994. Fort Collins, I suppose, had one of the best like DJ scenes in Colorado. And then we had Body Bag Battles coming out to represent, say hello and what up. That was a nice little interlude between Thread Savage, another DJ who's...
That's a hard-ass name.
That, isn't it, though?
Hard-ass name.
Let me tell you how he got to that name. Do you know the name for thread in Spanish?
Thread in Spanish is...
Don't look at the intern. That's...
¿Cómo se dice thread? ¿Cómo se dice thread?
¿Cómo se dice thread?
Yeah. It's
un thread?
It's FIO, so he used to have an acronym for his name.
Hold on, though. You just flubbed into a wonderful portmanteau, I think is the name of that. An acronym.
Acronym?
He had an acronym.
He had an acronym.
Which was an acronym, FIO.
But also is a...
Do you remember what it stood for? I don't remember.
I don't. We'll rewind.
First in osmosis, I think it was.
Frequently intelligent organization. Frenzied.
Inspired organizations.
Operations.
FIO was the acronym, and FIO is thread in Spanish, and so now he goes by Thread Savage.
Thread Savage.
Yeah.
I thought initially it was a play on Fred Savage.
Well, look, we got a guest coming in.
And then I thought it was his real name.
I'm gonna let y'all do it real quick, and I'm gonna handle some shit, and I'll come back again.
I mean, okay. Are you sure you don't want to? You don't want to introduce him?
No. I'm in and out today, boy. I'm like,
he's a guest. He's a guest.
I'm one of them one characters that's in and out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I'm like Waldo Feraldo.
No, piece of pedal.
I'm like Waldo Feraldo.
You know what I've been watching lately?
Y'all remember on Family Matters, Waldo
He's
Feraldo?
Wilson.
Waldo.
He's Wilson.
Yeah, we
over
need to
here.
get your face covered.
Oh, man. Come on in. Who is coming in on as our next guest? We got another person joining us on the Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast tonight. I hope you're tuning in. If you're just joining in and getting to meet with us and you saw our guest host. And now we have with us, tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Yo, what up?
Smooth.
Be good friends with that mic, too. You got to get in close.
Yo, what up? Okay.
That's not what I meant, but thank you. Thank you for that.
Say it with your chest.
We're friends. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Chris. I'm with Next One. I'm their brand model, brand rep, host their events.
Cool.
You see me popping up, dispensaries and stuff like that, events like this. So much fun. Love repping the brand.
Hell yeah. You were helpful earlier, just getting us in and
Good.
Mini hens make easy work, and so we appreciate that
Kind of
as
my
well.
thing.
And
Yeah.
right on. I think you may have. Did you first meet us when we were on the roof at Orchid?
Yeah, at Orchid, for sure. Yeah, for the rap battle. That was so cool. That was so cool. Yeah, I have more if you need more t-shirts. I have these right here.
I wasn't there for the first one, so if that's a thing.
We didn't get the t-shirts. We just had the t-shirts, and she was the one who gave us the shirts to put on the chairs for, for a little branding
there. You guys
there.
have the little fridge, too.
We got
in there. What goodies?
Actually, tonight,
things in there?
Not tonight. There wasn't quite enough. All our goodies are stored in these boxes off camera. That we have gifts for every DJ that's coming through. All from our sponsor. There's all kinds of cool shit like a hat, and there was 3 hats in one of the boxes. I don't know if that's I actually didn't pick that one for DJ Groove. If y'all heard me say that, those were picked by, I think, Spoke or the next one, folks. I think they're. Dang it, I did it. I was doing so good.
But if you guys need hats, I do have hats behind the table. All the colors.
All the colors? What colors are there? We saw the blue. I think we have a black up
so the
here.
blue is like a Nuggets. It's like blue and then yellow in the bottom.
Yep.
And then we have the gray with the green.
Yep.
And then we have.
I haven't seen the gray with the green. The black with the hot pink. We have one of those.
There. Look, Adrian's wearing it right now.
They gave us one when Adrian came on the podcast the other night, and I gave mine to my son because I unfortunately have too misshapen of a head to wear snapback hats, and so I had to hand it off to my son. But he grabs it and looks at it and he goes, "Oh." I'm like, "What? What's wrong? Like, that hat's rad. Like, what's the deal?" He's like, "Well, the inside's so cool, but nobody will see it because if you see the inside of these hats."
Yeah, it is really dope.
He was right. It's the best part. It's probably hard to see through AG's ass, but
not even a little bit. Yeah,
not even a little bit here.
Just
and the light probably can't grab it either. But they're like silk lined with this cool little pattern, and like they're really rad. Yeah. My son was right on when he said that, and yeah, we got him one of the Nuggets ones. I selected that one myself.
So you don't wear any snapback hats at all?
Well,
do you wear hats?
This is so embarrassing.
The hair is nice.
I have to buy extra large hats from Amazon that only come in like the trucker style, and but then my dog ate the snapback part of that, and so I don't have a hat that I can wear, but I usually wear one just for sun protection because, as you can see, I'm a little allergic to the sun.
Yeah.
Get
And
yourself a bucket.
Vitamin D.
It
has adjustable strings in the back.
Strings. There's strings in the back.
People.
So is this is like fashion your passion? Do you have a?
Oh, you know what? That's just like a part of me. Like head to
this is the
toe,
authenticity
always like
shining through.
every little. Like I usually pick a piece and then dress around that piece. So like pick the hat, be like, cool, we're gonna do the hat. We're gonna do this. Today was the pants.
the jacket.
I was about
so
to
yeah,
ask.
today was the pants was like the
Today's-
main piece, and then we kind of just worked around it.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't have put the pants as the first thing that you chose to build around today. I thought.
What would you have? Well,
Yeah, I thought
the
the
hat.
hat for
The
sure.
hat.
No, I think the hat's an accessory.
actually
It's
the
not a
black.
main item.
But like the main color, right? Like you got all the. To me, I'm definitely not a fashionista in any sense. I throw on a shirt and pants. I'm good.
I don't think I've seen Luke in anything but a pair of slides in
Sandals and
20
socks,
years.
baby. Yeah,
Mullet shoes all day.
always. Yeah. Unless I know it's gonna be if it's snowing outside. It usually. Gets
I'm pretty sure last time I saw it snow and you were in still the same thing.
I sometimes wear shoes.
Sometimes I don't believe it.
So as far as working for Next One Labs, how long have you been with them? What's the major goal? Are they your
Yeah,
cool?
so I've been with them since October.
cool?
They actually found me because I was with another company like right next door, just having a
got
vibe,
recruited.
and they're like, "We need that. Like, hey, come over here." Like, and I really enjoyed what Frank had to offer, and
Okay.
I really appreciated everything about the brand and the community and like what we're doing today. Like when I
Yeah.
first kind of knew about them was with the first Who's Got the Juice, because I was working with Rewind Labs, Adrian and them, they had partnered, and that was like the kickoff. I unfortunately was out of town that day, couldn't join the festivities, but I saw how much fun y'all were having, and I was just like, oh, I can't wait. I can't
Hell
wait.
yeah.
I'm so glad to be here for the next one.
So you're a fan of hip hop then?
I do love hip hop. I love all music. I currently am all into like the electronic music right now. I actually DJ myself.
Dope.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got a show on Sunday. Come through.
Tell us about
Day
it. Tell us about
club.
Was that a
So it's a
420
day
show?
club.
Yeah.
It's on 420. Yeah, it's just it fits that I'm going to be opening up that party at noon. We'll be at the Banshee House.
Banshee
it's
House.
really cool collective that takes over. They do pop-ups. It's called
Down
Something
in Rhino,
Denver
right?
Fun. Yeah, so I have a friend and he runs this cool music production company called Something Denver Fun, and they pick really awesome, unique venues, do pop-ups, bring a party, bring a vibe.
Yeah.
And this is a series of day club that we just started this summer.
Yeah.
So I'm really fortunate to be a part of that and help them with everything that they do. I just bring the energy and they do everything else. And so Sunday will be my like debut.
I was
on
gonna
Day Club.
ask, first show or
Gonna be a
like-
deep house, deep house set.
Cool,
It's gonna be-
congrats.
well, first show at the day club.
Oh, with the
yeah,
day club.
for sure.
But you've
for
been-
sure. Yeah.
what's
No,
your-
I've DJ'd at like Beacon. Beacon was my first show.
Cool.
That was awesome. I did like tech house. It's like more my vibe, just like vibey, like hype music.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I started off as promoter, events host, all of that. Then I figured like, hey, I need to know how to do it all.
Yeah.
And anything, falls apart anywhere, like I can pick it up.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love it.
What's
Hell
your
yeah.
What's your DJ name?
Crispy clean.
Crispy Clean. I like how you got close with the microphone for that one.
Yeah,
That's
you had
where
the bubble emoji. The bubble emoji be out.
Is that how folks find you on the?
Yeah, I go Crispy Clean 333 is my handle.
Why 3 3s?
That's my whole vibe. That's my,
Three?
Yeah,
That's the-
threes.
Why
threes,
three?
Three.
It's the
Like the
powerful,
whole life,
energetic
angel
number,
like
yeah.
numbers. It's been prominent in my life for a really long time since I was really young, and
The
something
number
that,
3 has.
Yeah, 3 in the series of 3.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
does 3 represent?
the Holy Trinity,
Yep.
if you will.
Yep,
And
thank
then
you.
There's a lot of symbolism in numerology.
Like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Holy Trinity. That one.
Mind,
one
body,
of.
soul.
Oh, that one?
And you
Triangles.
also
Fucking
wouldn't-
triangles
you
are
wouldn't
tight.
Leave out the divine feminine when talking about the
number
Father,
3. How
Son,
dare I?
The divine feminine. Yeah. It's,
Yeah,
there's
3,
a
6,
lot.
9. Like there's a whole like book I think written on
The number 3.
repetitive. Yeah.
No, not just the number 3. Numerology in general. Right.
Well, I don't know if y'all know, but I fuck with numbers heavy.
Yeah,
But
I
in
mean,
a little
like
different
in a-
way.
yeah,
like,
not in a
my
in a-
university studies are in mathematics. I'm not joking. I fucking love math.
Well, I mean,
And numbers and all this shit. Like, I think it's really, like, I got trained in a very, like, analytical way to, like, look at mathematics. And there's always these little places where some I don't know what word is the right word, but just where people take more from the numbers and the mathematics than it was originally prescribed. And like one thing is y'all probably are familiar with like sacred geometry. Y'all know a little bit about that. And I taught geometry for like 5 years in high schools, and I love geometry. Like when I studied math, I didn't want to study the number shit because it's boring. Shapes and letters are way more fun to study for me. Are you getting away? You're like, I gotta
He's
move on
like
from
a
you.
freaking nerd over here. Hey, you might absorb something. You might absorb something.
Don't any of those.
No, you want that
I
knowledge.
have a deep appreciation for people taking things like numbers, because there is a lot of really, really beautiful things in mathematics that are very numbers based. And when you take like the number 3 and you have these patterns and things that people see, I think is super cool. And I'll tell you my favorite number fact. There's numbers that you may be familiar with, like the number pi, right? Y'all are familiar with pi. It's a part of the ratio of a circle, 3.14159, blah, 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 and it doesn't end, right? That's as far as I know.
I thought we were about to get a lot of it.
I do know cats that know like oh, I know pi to 1,000 digits. And I'm
digits,
like,
yeah.
fucking nerd. That's the kids I call nerds. They're like, I'm like a 7-digit pi knower, but not a
100.
Those type of numbers, there's many numbers like that, and they're called transcendental numbers that they don't have a fractional representation.
Wow.
And so these numbers, one of the mathematicians described these transcendental numbers like all the numbers you know and are familiar with, 1, 2, 3, all these numbers are like the stars in the universe. Countless, so many, right? But we know them. We can count 1, 2, 3. The transcendental numbers are the darkness that you look out and see, and it's so hard to find them. But they are innumerable, just like all numbers are innumerable and infinite.
Yeah.
But these transcendental numbers are so hard to find, but pi is one of them. There's another one called E, which deals with logarithms and all this other fucking nerd shit.
Yeah.
But we only know.
Is it the E that's in equals MC squared?
No,
okay.
that is a capital E standing for energy.
Okay.
This E is the little e in mathematics.
Standing for?
You've seen it on your calculator. Usually it looks like an E to the X.
Yeah.
E to the power of X, and that's because of logarithms and stuff of why you use that button. But that E is another transcendental number, and we only know of a few of them.
Yeah.
But when we know of them, they all have powerful relationships with the geometry and the mathematics and the physics of the earth. Powerful. Like the fucking circle. Pi is an insane number.
Same thing with the 3s, the 6, and the 9.
Right? And so like
it's all basically like builds like atoms.
I'm a dork when it comes to mathematics and numbers, but I love this shit because it's how people who aren't dorks like me around mathematics experience mathematics, right? You experience in nature, you experience the Fibonacci sequence and like things like that when you like the Fibonacci sequence is this crazy pattern that falls across nature, but also controls a ton of mathematics and controls, and you see it show up in really weird places in like logarithms and things where you're like, oh fuck, wait a minute, that when this happens, all populations end up falling into this like pattern. And like just I took a mathematical biology class that like fucking blew my mind.
I bet.
As far as it could, but the guy who was the professor had such a thick accent, I had a ton of trouble understanding what the fuck he was talking about. But I really understood like wolf and rabbit population like equations after that class really well. It was awesome because you get to see the relationship to life and experience of mathematics beyond just like the pursuit.
1 + 1 = 2.
Well, or like A + B = A - B stuff where you're like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Sure.
But then you're studying like a part of mathematics where it can, where it does make sense. And that's what I wanted to study when I say I didn't really study numbers. I studied letters and shapes, because that's where really interesting mathematics to me comes from, is not the like crunching of equations that we know and finding the solutions, but proving that statements are correct or incorrect, whether it's built on a shape or built on an equation or a formula or something like that. And it influences what I do now today in my businesses of just understanding how to take variables and look at things from different angles. And I loved it. Like mathematics is a beautiful thing, and it comes across our worlds in lots of different ways, from threes to pi.
And just in simplicity, like in my position here working the booth, like I'm like taking the stats, the interactions, what do they immediately go for? What are they looking at, and how many people are actually interested? What people want just to come get a cool fucking hat, or who wants to just come say what's up, like it's really cool to like have that takeaway and just like have all the little stats in my head and then just like go and put like a little report after.
And all night there's just gonna be threes popping in your face all day, just like, oh, there was 3 people standing in front of me, and then those 3
people in this room with me right now.
Oh shit!
Get out of here!
We're already here. Fuck! Oh my gosh!
Wow. Well, thanks, and that was incredible of you to share. That was phenomenal to listen to. Like, I too have a pretty big affinity. I went to a retreat in Guatemala last year where the shaman was like, the one thing you got to understand is the whole world is made out of symbols and numbers, and that basically left it at that. And I was like,
and then you're like, wait a minute, numbers are symbols.
Yeah, that too, right? Well, Chris, one more time for your shout outs. Happy got a 420 show. Love to get the people out to come.
420 show. Where was it at again?
It's gonna be at the Banshee House.
Banshee House.
Off Larimer.
Denver does shit. What was
Basically.
Yeah.
Something Denver fun.
Yes,
we
sorry.
do shit.
Yeah, we do shit. There you
Fun
go.
shit.
Hell yeah. Thank you again
thank you guys
for
for
being on.
Thanks for
for
being here.
representing. Yeah, thanks for representing next one. Appreciate
Hell
you
yeah.
out there.
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'm actually going to be next in the DJ battle just with my voice. I'm gonna be out there just cutting
Bye,
it up.
Chris. And welcome back. All right, I'm going to take this as a good opportunity to use the restroom. So before you sit down,
I bet. J Class back here in the house as a guest here. He's not one of the judges. He's not one of the participants. He's not a sponsor. He is not anything tonight but a guest. Shout out to our intern here. We had to replace our previous producer, and now our intern is here, and he's helping out, doing an okay job.
I want to say thank you to the wonderful doorman who was
so strict at his job.
Nice, suspicious, and he was doing his job, and he well, we got it figured out. And in any case, he wasn't mean. It wasn't no funny. He was just like, this is
my job.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I got you. Let me rectify this for you. And we made it work. So thanks to that guy. Considering it was already started by the time I got here. Obviously, I wasn't supposed to be here. I was supposed to be elsewhere. But turns out elsewhere is a little bit later than I was expecting. And so there was an opportunity. And I'm like, yo, why don't we just pop on in and guest on the podcast? And look at this. AG from the 303 himself up in the place to be with the LRVT. Ooh, mira nomás.
No mames, way.
When I put it with the clip, and oh man,
here it goes.
Is he out there? I can't see out the door. Is he out there? Are we starting this bullshit again?
Spoke is right here.
I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. I don't want to interrupt.
You sure? You don't want to sit down?
Come sit down. We got another mic.
There's one more.
He's used to it. He's used to the hands-free.
I think we're setting a record tonight, bud, of most guests on the podcast. I don't think we've ever had such a variety from promoters to participants to judges to sponsors to just everybody on tonight. It's rad. It's rad.
I love it. I'm just coming here and wrecking shit, though.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Just making friends out here.
Yeah, we're getting real close, real personal.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this has been great. We've had some legends on, from legends I knew to legends I now know.
Goddamn.
We had Body Bag Battles on, and they came through and said hello and represented and threw some love out. They've been watching the cast since we started doing some of this stuff with all you guys, all because of y'all have expanded. Did I say it wrong? Fuck. Did I say it wrong?
No, Body Bag Battle.
I got it right. Okay.
You got it right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been having a good time. We got our guest Justin here.
No, this is a pretty cool little room that they that AG put us in over here. I think I'm gonna build me a righteous pad here.
I'm a
swimming pool, white picket fence and shit. We're gonna continue. All right.
We got another guest coming. All right. So we gonna get real quick. We gonna get real funny. No, I'm just playing. So check it, man. This whole thing has been an experience. I'm glad you guys are involved. We also, I don't know if y'all noticed, but we got your logos popping up on screen.
Oh, my dog. Thank you. I
Yeah.
hadn't noticed. I hadn't looked yet.
I haven't been out there.
Yeah, I know you've been in here.
Yeah, I'm
But
cooking in here.
We got that shit, man. We love the support. We appreciate the support, and just having us on the podcast and just doing what you guys do. Keep it up. You know what I mean? Like it's only up from here for all of us, especially with this concept. We have something here. I really believe that, and we did it together, and that's fucking beautiful.
Hell yeah.
You guys are the best to do it straight up. Like I honestly like.
Hold on, spoke real quick. Just pause for me and start that. Turn the mic on.
Is it on?
It's green.
Oh, I think you're good now. I think it was in sleep mode.
You good?
All right. Just want to say that you guys are the best at what you're doing, and obviously I just want to make sure that I get you guys involved in what we're doing, and you're the best of the best, man. I fucking love Lone Ranger. You guys are fucking awesome, dude. Like, fucking thank you for having us, straight up.
Well, shit. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. It's dope as fuck. So again, I walked in as it's happening. So like,
I know you
was
came
stuck
in
at the
last
door.
minute and shit.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, the thing is that I originally, there it is. I originally wasn't gonna make it, and the plan that was now is later than expected.
Yeah.
So I convinced the people I was with, my lady and her sister. I'm like, let's do this thing first.
Yeah.
Let's go
Which one's
stop
your
by.
lady and which one's your sister?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm just trying to make sure.
My lady's the fine one, okay? Shit.
I mean,
Fuck, I wish I had a blood in, blood out reference for that.
I know. Is there not?
Yeah, there's
we don't want to make you mad this time. You know what I mean? We made
I
you
watched
mad
that
last
video
time.
so
He was all
trying to
mad.
remember. I got
He was all
I had
mad.
PTSD watching
He
that
was all
fucking
mad.
clip
No,
online.
it was funny though. Did you see I put the little effect on it?
Yeah,
You did. That shit was hilarious, bro.
It's cartoony, but man, it's
funny.
cartoony in the
So
best
funny.
way.
She give it to one of my bitches.
I think we about to switch DJs though, so I'm gonna pop outside. I'll be back in here to say what's up to everybody. But yeah, I think we have our next guest.
But if you're online right now, hit the likes in the chat. Put in some love for AG.
Check us out, man.
How hard they've worked to put this all together. It's so much fun being here and doing all this. And
Whether you're watching it live or not, whether you're watching it live or tomorrow or this weekend.
I'm gonna throw my Venmo up there in case any of y'all want to buy me a beer.
Is that DJ Pause over there? Is that DJ Pause?
Pause. Wait, hold on. Pause the music.
I don't
Pause the
think that's
music
Pause the
here.
Music.
Is that him?
No,
Intern.
that's not him.
Intern,
He's
pause
over
the
that.
music.
Let's get him in here. Let's get him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're judging like
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, they're judging it.
It's called a
apparently.
I just want to make sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a tease.
All right, cool. All right, dope. All right, what's up? That's what's up. Orale, bonafide.
Bonafide. Bonafide.
That's
Luke's.
somebody's phone.
That's Luke's phone.
Somebody's phone.
Yeah. Luke's up there.
But yeah, man, that shit was, dude, bro. I'm serious. Like, I didn't mean to like upset you, but like that video that you guys made, like it was so funny because like you made him red, like in the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god,
it's good, right?
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you even see it? Okay.
I was like, dude, I didn't mean to.
I told you I
upset
had
him. You know what I'm
PTSD
saying?
watching it. I was like, I got
didn't mean to
heated
upset
again.
him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I didn't mean to upset him, but it was just like, dude, it's so perfect, bro. Like, you know, like, cause we were talking about that in the beginning. Like, we were like before we got in your house, we were like, dude, let's do some blood in, blood out fucking references. And I was like, yeah. And it's hard
what
to
they're
do.
saying is
like
they
doing
planned,
references from blood in, blood out is hard to do. It is.
Didn't seem too fucking hard.
Well, it is hard to do. But then when I pulled out my comb, like I didn't mean that. I really didn't mean that. I just naturally, I just have a comb. You know what I mean? So when I started fucking combing my beard, and he was like, "Hey, that's a fucking fun comb you got."
Yo, y'all got to go watch the last episode. It's just funny as shit.
So
and
funny.
then it's on
So
Instagram.
it just
Folks' Instagram, all of them have it.
It
It's
just happened, bro.
Fucking hilarious.
It just happened, bro. It just happened.
I'm gonna move out though real quick. I'm gonna actually swing over and let Luke come in and then bring in the next guest.
Let him come do.
Chill.
Yeah.
If you're down to chill and hang out, unless you got to go back on stage shortly, you good?
Yeah.
All right.
And spoke. I think it's good for everybody to know that we're out here putting on a show.
Yep.
Yeah. Just like when you're rapping, you might say things that might not be your true feelings, but you put it down in some because it's a show, right? It's like, you know, we're out here doing the same thing. You didn't. None of my feelings were hurt or anything like
I hope that I didn't hurt your feelings.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know
Like,
what I mean? Like
even on the show,
and I was like, oh my god, I hope.
Oh no, that was just the PTSD from teaching kids, where it was like
we were just being fucking young kids.
oh, I
and
know. It
fucking
was like being
idiots,
in the
you know what I
fucking
mean?
middle
So,
school teaching kids and me trying to teach math, and there's these fucking kids in the back giggling about fucking shit. Yeah. So that was just the PTSD reaction. That's not you, my friend. That's not you at all. But all love. I love to, you know, you're good, man. Like it's not gonna feel anything. I thought the video was fucking awesome, and
this is awesome, man.
Yeah, I will be steaming cartoon mad at some points on the show, and that is
Awesome.
well documented now.
Awesome. Hey man, so right now we are bringing Frank from Next One Labs.
Yep.
And Hazy. And we want to make sure that we introduce
Be friendly
him.
with that mic. Pull it in.
He is a
You gotta
big
get nice and
sponsor
close to
of
it.
this event, and without him, none of this would happen. So I just want to introduce him real quick and tell yourself what your name is and where you're from, and let us know what you're working on, Frank.
Yeah, Frank with Next One Labs and Hazy, and dude, I've been working with you for so long. It's been such a pleasure.
Sorry.
And I could tell a little story about JR real quick, but when I started working with Next One Labs like 2 years ago, we started rapping about life and what he does and everything. And I was like, dude, what do you really want to do? And he was real with me, and he was like, dude, I like this. I like Next One. I like this whole industry, but like, this is what I want to do. He's like, we do spoken word and hip hop battles and all these things. And I was like, that's cool, man. Like, I want to support you in those efforts.
Yeah, man.
Dude, like, I was like, I don't know. I always try to ask people about like more of their personal life than the work life sometimes.
So you're a boss?
Yeah. So he is.
So you're a boss. You're the boss.
He is a boss.
Kind of a
So
kind of a boss. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what?
Humble. Don't be humble.
Well, one of the things.
Dude, let me finish. But it was cool. It was real, and I was like, well, let's put something together. And that was like a year and a half ago, and we had this whole thing about like 8 Mile, hip hop battles, bringing that whole scene back. And it was an idea that came to reality, and I'm blessed to have you like have that idea, and I'm like honored to like basically bring it to fruition.
Well, one of the things is that when I was packaging for Next One, I was packaging all the juice boxes, and I was literally working like 9 to 5, like literally packaging these juice boxes. And Frank came along, and he was like, "Hey, like, is there something that you can come up with?" And I was like, "Yo, of course." So when we were like packaging, when I was packaging the juice boxes, I was like, "The juice," and then the juice came to mind. I was like, "My favorite movie is The Juice," like the movie Juice from like, you know what I mean, like with Tupac and like Q and all that stuff, and like they did a DJ battle and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what I mean, like let's do something. So we did the MC battle, right? And that was great. We did it at the Temple. It was great. But
I can't believe that was was that the first time you worked with JR?
That was
the
first
Juice
time.
One?
Yeah. So we did the MC battle at the Temple.
I can't believe that was a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that was a year and a half ago.
Were you able to go to that show?
We did a show. We did the same show there.
They did the podcast.
We didn't meet you because you did meet us before this. You met Justin and I when we were at Orchid on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
And right after you came in and JR introduced you to us, and we got to meet you for that first time.
That was good
But
shit.
we did a... Actually, you told the Who Got the Juice origin story name on that podcast that we did before to promote the first Who Got the Juice. And so, we've been riding his coattails through this same story this whole time that you might not have known. You might have seen us around, but we've been on JR's coattails
and Lone
this
Ranger
whole time.
is my best. Like, they're the best to do it. Straight up, hands and down. Like, they are the best to do it.
Yeah.
So to collaborate with like Next One, Frank, and like myself with Next One, like we just want to basically take this idea and bring it to another level. So this year we did the DJ battle, and that's where we're at right now, man. And thanks to Frank, because if it wasn't for Frank, like we wouldn't be able to do this right now. And thanks to you guys and Lone Ranger, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have this. So I really appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Hell yeah.
Also, like, let's not overlook the
Luke's here.
idea generator. No. Oh, yeah. Hi. The idea generator, right? Like, I know also, I'm sure just as Frank had seen something in you that I know a lot of people in this scene, in this culture here in Denver, you say the name Spoken Words and people's ears light up because they like, I know him. He's dope as fuck.
Look at me.
All been
Look at
watching
me.
you do
Luke.
this for a long time, brother.
But
You know
Luke,
what I mean?
but
Like,
Luke is like, dog,
also,
straight up.
We all know.
Yo,
It's a
if you guys
communal
don't know,
effort.
Luke is like straight up is my favorite MC. Like I'm telling you,
he's the Yogi MC.
You gonna get up there tonight,
he's the
Luke?
best MC in the
I
world.
mean,
like
if there's an open
I'm
mic,
telling you,
Oh,
like
there was an over in the other bar. There's cats. There was some. Your DJ was still spinning over in the other bar, and there was two cats out there just rapping and not battling. They were just freestyling on the mic. And so if you want to get on, there's
Also-
in the other bar. It seems open mic.
Thank you for saying that. That
telling
means
you,
a
bro.
lot to me. coming from you,
I grew up
brother.
to you, and I've always like collaborated with you. So
Yeah,
straight
we've
up,
been
man,
around.
Like, you've like
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough for being here.
I'm happy to be here. Yeah, like I was telling Frank too, we were having a little conversation out here, man. This is nice. This feels like, when we were doing this shit 10, 15 years ago. Like this feels like that, right? Like you have people coming out, they're new to it, they're enjoying this, like rubbing elbows. We have good sponsors now, you know what I mean? Like somebody who
sponsors that
actually
care
wants to
about this culture
take
more
an
than just
interest
being like,
to
put my logo on shit.
Yeah.
Here's $1,000. Like
And there's a
it's a
lot of
marketing
that.
play,
There's a
and
lot
this
of
seems more than just a marketing play from my side of this. I work in business and run a training and marketing company, and like seeing what you're doing at this level, right? Like. That is the culture of hip hop, of coming in and caring at this level, and like what y'all are doing with the support of this type of show, which is not something that has been something that is known to just bring in crowds,
Right.
and how hard these dudes work to build that crowd that's out there. It comes back to slinging CDs out of your trunk, and we don't got CDs anymore. This is how you can make money. This is how you get out there. You get the videos, you get the podcasts, you get this shit going in the content fucking stream, and providing this space for this is so rare. Like, and it'd be almost went extinct. It felt like. Recently, where it was like you couldn't find this shit. You couldn't find a DJ battle in Denver
and if it wasn't
easily.
if it wasn't for Frank, straight up, hands down, like I wouldn't even have this event. It's because of Frank that made this happen. Because I literally. Well, no.
Looks like not in my house.
But what I'm saying is, like, when I was literally like sitting there packaging like the juice boxes and like thinking about like what can I do with this product, and then Frank came along and he was like, "Yo, like, what can we do?" I was like, "Yo, like, let's do this Who's Got the Juice thing," because my favorite movie was The Juice, not The Juice, but the Juice, and it's just like it all came together, and like Frank, like just. It was just one of those moments where I was like, yo, you know where I'm coming from. And we made it happen. And we made it happen with the MC battles. We made it happen with the DJ battles. And I'm just so thankful, man. And so thank you, Frank. Straight up, man.
So
You're right on the right outside of me. And like without you, man, I wouldn't have this. And all this is happening because you helped me make this happen. And I'm so thankful, man. I've been through so much in my life, like going through shit, and just everybody goes through shit, right? But like like I can't be so much thankful for Frank. Frank made this happen, and if it weren't for you, man, like none of this would happen. Thank you, man.
Thank you for
One more
thank you
real
for showing
quick
your heart.
thing to like kind of like carry on that was I talked to she who couldn't be named or can't be named tonight, and I was like, hey, what happened since last year? You know what I mean? Like, where are you at now? Like, and how was last year's event? Like, how did that affect your life? And she was like, in so many positive ways. Like, she's opened up a ton of opportunities around, like, her making it really far in last year's event, and her getting involved in different parts of the community. So those are the type of things that are like really cool for me to hear. Like, it's just not like, us getting involved. It's like us helping people like actually chase their dreams. So it's cool. I don't know. I like it. I think it's dope. Thank you guys for like being able to put all this stuff together. It's real.
Hell yeah.
And thank you, Frank, because without you, like literally none of this would be possible.
I'm curious,
Straight
Frank.
up,
So that kind of good nature and compassionate giving doesn't come without having had it yourself in your life. So who inspired you to be this giver that wants to, get into the culture, kind of open up this this heart of yours to to provide.
Frank is an OG dog.
Yeah.
Frank is an OG dog.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
Yeah,
man. I'd be remiss if I didn't say my mom, right?
Yeah, is that what it is?
No, but yeah, she created who I am, and she's like that tender soul that like is always like there for everyone.
Yeah, she's asking the questions.
She's asked the
question.
question.
You want to do and
always. Yeah. But outside of my mom, I think it's just, I've been in the industry since 2009. We've been hustling. There have been good times. There have been bad times, but it's kind of a weird time right now. Like, there's people that are still real, that are still in the industry, that are still hustling because they're passionate about it. And, it's like those good people that are still around that kind of keep me involved in this industry and keep going as well. But I mean, I don't know. It's just like you said, like, let's create a culture. Let's just like make something cool of all this and let's have fun with it. Like sometimes we forget about that, right?
It's definitely needed at these days, these times, you know what I mean? We definitely need these outlets for joy and, community.
This is what, it's about. Yeah.
That's so great.
I appreciate you asking that.
Shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have one of those too.
Who's your biggest inspiration in your life?
Also, 100%. Like, the person who guided and protected me most of my life, you know what I mean? There was the situations in which we were growing up with, right? Like, mom was the rock. Like, no matter what, I knew I can go back to her. No matter what was happening, the bullshit around me, getting sucked into the life and all that, like I always knew I had a place that I can go to, and I still do. You know, and I live a lot of my things and desires that I want to do in life and things that I want to expand is in order to make her life more comfortable for the rest of her days, because that's what she gave me. So it's evident when you see it in somebody else. Like, true. They get it from something or someone who carried them, showed them the way,
right?
And when you hold that inside of you, right, like when you have that sensation of like, this was given to me, I want to give this to somebody else, because that's the kind of shit that you don't want to hold on to, right? That's the kind of shit that if injected into our culture, continues to be injected into these ways and modes of being to bring community together over shit like hip hop, something as pure as just spinning a record, fucking watching Juice and creating this thing where now all of a sudden you have a community together, everybody's vibing, and it grows from there. Slow, juicy, intimate, like, let's do this shit, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's people party rocking out there right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to start bringing in some of these DJs. Is that okay?
Okay,
cool.
Frank,
thank you guys.
Thank you. On every level,
sir.
brother. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. All right, Spoke, do your thing, brother. Here.
Some DJs in here.
Let's get some DJs in here. Who is next?
You bet. Once again, everybody, give that up for next one. Labs, definitely an honor to have met these fine folks in here. Can you hear me on this?
Now we can.
Okay.
Now we can. We lost a little bit at the beginning there.
Okay.
Luke's confused on which microphone he's supposed to be talking into.
Well, I mean, I can, as long as it picks up my voice, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Holy buckets.
Yeah.
Look at that. That was fun.
I'm going to get back in, what is it called, Steve? Shavasana?
Isn't that one of them poses?
It is one of them poses. This is not that pose.
That was close, though, right?
No, actually, Shavasana is lying flat on your back.
What's the one when you sit with your legs crossed?
This is either Sukhasana or Siddhasana.
I got an asana in there.
All
of them are asana. I know. Fuck, don't give away my tricks.
But I'm honestly, you've been to a yoga class, yeah?
I have,
I think we have had that conversation.
Yeah.
Shout out. And asana, especially in Western culture, the asana practice, which is basically what you're doing when you show up to, which is basically what you're doing when you're showing up to a yoga class. You're showing up for asana practice. The more comprehensive yoga, there's multiple limbs that include meditation, that include like philosophy and study, and essentially there's the 10 commandments of yoga, if you will, that are the yamas and niyamas, and it's pretty expansive.
Namas and niyamas.
Yamas
Welcome to the podcast.
And niyamas. Welcome. Unfortunately, no. He's.
I will just listen. I got dad hearing.
You can't. You
got dad hearing? Is that what you said?
I can hear shit that people don't think I.
You got kids?
I do too.
So you're a full. Yeah, you earned this dad hearing. It was not like trained.
Like somebody be across now. So fuck you say.
This man can hear a mouse fart.
Dad hearing.
Wow.
Best.
And if you would pull the mic just a little closer to your face.
Yeah, be real friendly with it. You got to get in there so we don't catch all this.
Pulled something like this to my mouth.
Yeah,
me too.
Bear with me, guys.
Me
This
too.
is my first time. Okay.
Well,
all right.
I mean,
we'll be
also,
gentle.
You're a DJ, right? Like, so you use.
I am actually a clothing brand.
You're a clothing brand.
Yeah, I'm a
All right.
clothing.
Well, let's get into.
They don't tell us before, so we apologize for not knowing.
Spoke literally left and was like, "I'm gonna go grab a DJ."
Yeah.
The fact that I look like a DJ.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure every DJ came in here with a hat on and a chain. So I think so far you're fitting the bill.
Okay, all right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
And
Are my
so-
forums DJ-esque?
I mean,
DJs should have like fit forums, right?
I mean,
Do they?
at the very least,
I have never checked.
It's the little things.
That's
See
what
that?
I'm going to be looking at. Threes and now flexing forearms.
I'm like you now. I think about it now, and I'm like, I don't know if I've seen a as-built specimen of a human being play turntables before. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Dude's
sure
built like 50 Cent. Like he would be a rapper, not a
I'm
DJ.
sure they're out there, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that DJ is out there, but you are for dad. Even like we talk about dad bods, and you got the premier. Anyway, I'm gonna get back.
I'm trying to be a DILF.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really trying. I'm really
as a current DILF. Like I understand the desire. Yeah,
you have
it's great.
You have like the
Yeah,
smart
I got a 13-year-old. Yeah.
Oh wow, you're a vet.
Yeah,
Shit.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been in the game for.
Is it a girl or a boy?
A boy. Yeah,
you got a boy?
He
Okay.
just turned 13.
So he's taking longer
in
showers
February.
now,
At least the trips to the bathroom are.
He's like, damn, the water bill has been high.
The trips to the bathroom are longer, and sometimes it's showers, sometimes it's like, oh, my stomach.
That's right around that time.
Yeah.
Look for the towel underneath the door.
Okay.
That's an old school trick.
How old are your kids?
Mine is 8 and 5.
Okay, so you're well aware
I'm like
of what
right.
your
I knew what I did.
You're into the next level of parenting, though, which I think happens when they go to school and you no longer have to spend all your fucking time with them or pay for somebody else to.
I took my son to school the other day, and the teacher was like, "Welcome back from spring break. How was it?" I was like, "Bitch, they were with me. What do you mean? Fuck you mean? How was it? I was hard. Waiting to get back to you.
It was hard. You get paid to do this shit. I got to do it for free.
Yeah, I was hot, bro. Like, it was a stupid ass question. My bad. I'm sorry. Am I taking too long? Is my time? Are you giving me the? Okay, I didn't know. I thought you was giving me the. Hey, wrap that shit up. I'm like, damn, I just got here.
That's ISIS. Yeah, that's ISIS for Black Box.
Okay, absolutely. After don't be interrupting.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? She's gonna watch me. Now I'm nervous.
We already had a conversation.
I feel like I'm on a dating show. They're like watching. My bad. Proceed.
So, contestant number one. If we were to,
Tell us your first 3 ideas for our first date.
Hit it.
You know what?
Hit it.
I'm low key a next guy. I was telling my friends the other day, next. Where you going on the bus, you be like, yeah, I'm a well-built specimen. Gonna go out here, I'm gonna give this bitch the best I got. And they're like, next. You be like, damn, I didn't even get off the bus yet. But then your homeboy will hold you down. And you'll be like, well, we've been on this date for like 28 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on the next date or do you want to take the money? You be like, bitch, you diss my homie, give me the money. You get on the bus, you be like, yeah, nigga, we back. That's my show, dog. I love that.
Yeah,
bro.
That's a show?
That was a show. Bro,
MTV,
sir. Yes, next on MTV.
It was like,
Look, my MTV experience was TRL and watching music videos. Then I got out of that
I could see
stuff.
you and Carson. Okay.
Yeah, me and Carson Daly,
I could see
like
the Carson Daly in
fucking,
him.
It was
I'm a little bit offended by that, but let's continue.
He got lots of money.
MTV was making that transition from doing
Room
music
Raiders.
videos. Yeah.
Room Raiders,
Room Raiders.
like
Black Light Special.
Road
The 16
Rules.
and pregnant shit. Yeah. Road Rules, Real World.
Cribs.
It was kind of from that. Cribs was good.
Cribs was great.
Cribs really motivated me.
Didn't Jackass start on MTV as well? Didn't it start there too?
Yes.
I remember
Where was,
being there.
where was Andy Milonakis? Was he on MTV?
That was MTV as well. Boy,
See,
that's
the
a
fact that I
fucking
brought
name
that up,
I haven't
that shows
heard
you
in a
that I'm
while.
old.
Yeah. I think all of us are rocking gray hair up here. Well, maybe not Luke.
I have an abundance. My man, he's light skinned too, so he's gonna age like for real.
I don't have kids.
He's gonna be like a vampire.
Have y'all seen the fucking Pharrell Lego movie?
Like looking at me and
Hold on. As a dad, have you you seen the Pharrell documentary Lego movie
Absolutely
Piece by
not.
Piece?
There's certain things that I will and will not go see.
Well, it's on fucking Peacock. You can get that for $5 a month.
I mean, I just don't want to be bored. Like that as a
and I only
father.
watched it because my son was like, "Dad, I watched this, and you'll love it." Because like we talk about music, our big connection is music, and he's got a good ear. It's not great yet. We'll see how he does. But he's got a pretty
That's
good ear.
one of my
and,
shirts. Shout out my shirt.
This
Or do a
dude.
spin.
Oh,
Do a
hold on,
spin.
hold on. The camera's behind you. Why don't you get so the camera can see it
Bam.
right in there? Yeah, give it a
Bam.
little.
There
The
you go.
principle.
Yeah,
the
on the
principle.
front.
Situation.
The situation
can
can be so small.
Yeah.
But it's the principle.
The principle.
That's it.
I like
Statement
that.
shirts.
So my son asked me to watch the movie, and it's a documentary, but it's done in the style of like the Lego movies.
Okay.
Where like it's the first interview Pharrell's wife has ever done because it's not her on screen,
It's the
but it's her voice, right? They're taking out those voiceovers of the interviews of all this documentary of Pharrell's like experience, but it's all done on screen in Legos, like the Lego movies are.
You sound like you were really into it.
It was really good.
It was good, yeah.
And I didn't watch it purposely because I was like,
Looks stupid. Yeah.
No, I like the Lego movies. Those are fine. I like Legos, all that. Like you can tell, right? But when I saw that, I was like, I like Pharrell too, and I like Legos, but together they just don't seem like I don't get it. Like I don't need to watch it. But my son watched it, and then he was like, "Dad, you got to watch it." He's like, "Pusha T's in it." Tyler the Creator's in it.
He got you with that. You like, all right, son. I get it.
But then like we're watching it, and they fucking start talking about the fucking Clips beat. Right, the
grinding.
Yeah, and they start talking about that, and they tell the story of that, and now there's like a really heartfelt part of how Pharrell, like Pusha T, was like, "I'm not gonna rap anymore. I'm done. Like I'm cooked.
I just want to make beats."
No, he was done with music. He's like, "I'm gonna go back to the street," and he started doing his thing in the street again.
Okay.
And Pharrell came through and said, "I got this beat for you." And he does the fucking grinding beat. And it revitalizes fucking Clips and what's his brother's name now? Malice? No, Malice. It used to be Malice, right? Right. That's the other part of Clips.
I gave up on trying to keep up with all the names.
Fair.
Once Prince did it, I was like, now listen. A Symbol fan. You get that new Symbol album today, or you know what I'm saying? I get
the artist formerly known as, like that statement became a thing when he did that. The artist formerly known as, that didn't exist before.
You remember when
that?
Snoop Lion?
Yeah, Snoop Lion.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, bro. Like I had to live through that. Like I didn't want to.
I mean, we're all here living through it together. But I will say, with your kids, if you want to just show them like just a heartfelt, cool movie that is about hip hop and is about.
Bro, I have my kids watch old school. We watch The Last Dragon.
Love it.
We was watching Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Like we watch.
How about The Sandlot? Have you showed them The Sandlot?
I haven't. We haven't watched sports movies because I want my kids to find their own sports. Like I want them to see it and be influenced, not dad shoveling it down your throat. I don't want you. Oh, dad, why are we watching baseball?
Did that happen?
No,
when you were growing up. Oh, okay. So
your parents were like, "You're gonna do fashion."
My
hold on. Can you introduce? Did you get a chance to introduce yourself?
We got into it. Jumped on here and 50 Cent
straight into the
whole podcast.
Will you introduce yourself real quick?
Yes. So, world, I am R. Lamar Clothing. I am a transplant. I think that's the thing out here where you got to tell people that you're either from here or not.
I don't care.
Yeah.
From Kansas City.
Nor do I. Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City.
Cool. Kansas, right?
Kansas
City, Kansas.
Kansas, not Missouri. Absolutely not. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I was joking, but
it's really like gangs over there. Yeah, like
I know
they'll
there's a
ask
difference,
you,
but most people that
and
they
if
say
you
they're
say
from
the
Kansas
wrong
City, because most people from Kansas City, Kansas.
I promise you, bro. Like
They'll
it's
let
like
you
Dallas
know.
and Fort Worth.
Yeah,
like Dallas and Fort Worth, they don't fuck with each other.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I landed, and I was like, "Yeah, I got to show them for it." They're like, "We're not going fucking." Like, it's right there. And they're like, "We don't fuck with them."
Like it's on the it's in the name.
They don't even
DFA,
care. Bro. They don't fuck with them at all. If you're from Dallas or Fort Worth, you're gonna stay on your side.
Same with Kansas City. And
Same
Kansas City,
thing.
Missouri.
Only reason why you would cross over in Kansas City, Kansas, or Missouri is because Missouri they legalize marijuana, and Kansas City, Kansas they legalize gambling.
Okay.
So you would cross over state line just to do. You know what you doing? I just came for some weed. Just came for some weed, dog.
You got to go to Missouri to get high, so you can go back to Kansas
to
and
gamble.
do your sports bettings.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking out of there now. Now I'm here with all the weed.
Yeah, how long have you been here?
I've been here for 2 years.
Okay.
Oh,
and
new.
I immersed myself Nestea Splash.
You're a post-COVID transplant, which is you never knew Denver for what we all grew up as.
I visited it.
Okay.
I seen a little bit of it.
Well, I'll tell you, you don't know it until you commute in Denver of the difference, in my opinion, because fucking A, when we used to drive around the city, it wasn't bad. Now, you've never experienced anything but Denver traffic.
Listen,
and how like you can't be on a highway when the sun's up.
I told people that Denver is the white Atlanta. Instead of
Atlanta's
Camaros,
my favorite city
instead of
outside of
Camaros
Denver.
and black folks and all that, is just Subarus and white folks. It's
Chicanos as well, and lowriders and what other.
You pictured it, huh? You pictured that shit. You was like, damn, that motherfucker's right.
I just want you to stop. How else can we make this like very legitimate and correct comparison?
I've noticed that. People will come there be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna stay downtown. I'm like, don't do that.
I had some friends from Philly, and they're like, "What do we do downtown?" Because they're staying here for work, and I was like, "We leave. We don't stay here.
It's like Judgment Night.
If you don't
with Cuba
work
Gooding
down
Jr.
here, like I took them to one spot over in Rhino where it was like, and they're like, and so I was like, all right, fucking give me an So I fucking drove their asses up to Genesee and fucking was like, let's go look at some fucking moose and elk and shit.
Well, see,
And I'm like, let me give you some Colorado.
I'm away from all the. I'm like towards Colorado Springs.
Oh, okay.
I'm away from all the. I'll come down and visit, and I'm like, all right, man, I'll see y'all later, and then I go back to
the Springs.
Yeah.
Why Springs?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to give out my exact location, but it's that way. It's south.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's south. Is it south or
in the proximity of Cheyenne Mountain?
It's by the mountains. I have a
It's
good
in the
view.
shadow of Cheyenne Mountain.
Yes, as a black man, I treat my house as the bat cave.
Yeah,
like too many people to know where I'm at. Like ain't no drop eyes. You know what I'm saying? You know, be like, hey, what's going on? Hey, brother, don't be. You my dog. Don't just be showing up. Though.
Yeah.
You get shot over. Don't do that. Don't
That's
do
fair.
that. For
That's
sure.
fair. So
but
tell
yes,
us-
clothing brand.
Yeah, tell us more.
Got here. Hey, how you doing, buddy? That's my guy. What's going on, man?
Hey, his guy's here.
Yeah, it's Nick Torres, little brother.
Oh yeah,
we know this guy.
Yeah, no, I just saying hello. I told you I can talk to anybody. I talk to a tree. Talk to her. Hey, how you doing? My man's over here enjoying himself.
He's out here.
This is good fun. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
Y'all should have never gave me this fucking mic. You ain't getting it back.
I can hear you. I can hear the like edge of the South that you're from in the way that you talk, man. I've
Just a
spent
little
like
bit?
4 years in Florida, teaching kids and being out there, and I got to travel around the South a little bit. And the South is the South, but every state has its own flavor.
True.
And you're on the edge of the South, right? But still, like I still do.
I get a
being
lot of
in-
Midwestish.
Really?
But not like
because-
Nelly.
Yeah.
It's not Nelly
Tech Nine.
Midwest.
Tech Nine Midwest.
I don't. It's a sad. I don't want to talk about him.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that
sensitive.
It's not sensitive
because he's in Missouri?
No. Okay. All right. I'll open,
Now you got to
I'll
talk
open
about
up
it.
a can of worms. All right. Y'all want to know?
Talk to all
Now
of
you
a sudden
can
we
tell
mentioned Tech
y'all
Nine, and you can't
why.
talk to anybody.
All right. So
Tag Tech in.
we're gonna take this back to high school.
Okay.
Okay. High school 03. Had me a girlfriend. Was together for 2.5 years. Okay. Shit didn't work out. You know, high school shit didn't work out.
Yeah.
And we had
Classic.
bought tickets to go to Lil Wayne Tech Nine concert. Tech Nine was like the opener.
I'd be so
This
pumped.
is how new he was.
I would be so pumped for that concert.
Oh, I was pumped.
Yeah.
But it was like we broke up, bitch. Fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
we got to sit next to. We got tickets next to. I don't care where you stand at. Go stand in line somewhere. Where he said his little henchman. You know how they have the go find the baddest bitches in line. Well, I knew I had a bad bitch,
Yeah.
but she's somewhere in line. It ain't mine no more.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pay her no
No.
attention.
Oh no.
They came and scooped her up.
Oh no.
Now, granted, I had a empty seat next to me, so I was cool. But then I see her on stage, just tooting that thing. And I know, ain't no way they went back and played Pinochle.
How long after the breakup did this?
Bro, this was, I'm talking about fresh. Like, I ain't even picked up my breakup box. I ain't even get my box back.
So you're saying her?
You couldn't even be me
rebound.
because she still's got
Bro,
your shit.
I know she got her cheeks
Whatever your
clapped.
rebound
For
was
sure.
actually doesn't matter, right? Like
Yes.
her rebound was Tech Nine. Little one.
You could say that.
I think you could feel
Maybe it could have been one of the other ones. I don't know. This is all
But you're sure
speculation.
that cheeks were clapped. You're sure on that?
I mean, he couldn't have been Ray Charles. So if he had two working eyeballs, them cheeks was clapped for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my Tech 9. So anything.
So since then you've just been traumatized, and you're like, fuck Tech 9. Fuck Tech 9.
I ain't saying all that. You know what I'm saying? I want him to, do his thing.
Yeah, I hope.
But she's not doing good at all. She still works as a server. She's seen me. I didn't. Okay, here you go. I didn't have muscles when I was with her.
Okay.
And then I showed up. Oh, it was like the Maury show. It was like I should have jumped through the stage.
Yeah.
She was like, "Dad, no."
You had your chance. Yeah.
Back then they didn't want me. Now they hot. They all on me.
Yeah.
Paul Wall, baby.
Yeah, so that's what happened. That's my great things happen from the Tech 9 story.
Yeah, I'm sure you have 2 lovely kids, so maybe ending up with wants to hang out with Tech 9 backstage. You don't have to.
Yeah.
The way that it ended was probably better.
It all worked out for me in the good way.
I mean,
sure.
she's at least got that experience.
I mean,
right?
she still has a job.
That's a good story. Like, I had my rebound when I left F. Lamar, right? It's just like, Tech 9, right?
My whole life is a story, and if I told you my rebound story, you'd be like, we'd have to cut this. Like, like Vince McMahon. Like
yeah.
I couldn't tell that story.
I appreciate that.
All right. Off camera. Off camera, I'll tell y'all that story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Give if you would be so kind.
Yes, sir.
Give the internet, the webs, all the places in which we can find you
can
aside from your house. Obviously.
Yes, absolutely not the Bat Cave.
Yeah.
So you can find me on Instagram at Lamar Clothing too.
Lamar.
Yeah. It's not that hard to spell.
A-R-E
It's
or just
RLAMAR.
Okay.
Blue check certified, so it shouldn't be that hard. Would you put an RLE in there?
Okay.
Yeah. Website Lamar Clothing. And I don't really be on Facebook like that. I'm too old for.
Damn.
I don't really do Snap.
Fair.
Too old for.
I'll tell you, it's a great business platform when you're.
Which one?
Facebook.
Facebook.
At least mine.
Do you have what's the one online?
TikTok.
No, it's like an email, like in the professional one. What's the professional one?
LinkedIn.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, I got.
You look like you got a great LinkedIn photo.
I do.
You got a phenomenal one.
The intern
a headshot.
Yeah. Oh, I got four versions. I rotate those fuckers.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
If you need one, Lamar, let us know. We have the look of.
I get the best headshots. Our intern gets the best headshots. He's taken my headshots actually for like 7 years.
We gotta say pause or no Diddy or something. Takes the best headshots. Gives the best headshot. We got to say, I didn't want you to go down that dark hole.
Most people.
I was looking out for you.
Just to be clear, Lamar, most people, when they hear headshots, they're not thinking the way you are.
I know.
They know what a good headshot.
But I'm not from here.
Yeah.
It's past 10. I've been smoking. Yeah, see, look at y'all. Look at y'all. All uncles in here. God damn, it's getting late. Shit.
I originally thought I'd be out of here by 8:30.
Here we are.
I was happy with that. They're lucky I took tomorrow off.
What time?
They're lucky that the fucking Lord gave us Good Friday tomorrow, so I could take tomorrow off.
It is after 10. The potential that we're here until the end of the show was bandied about, but we did get started earlier than they intended to. We got a few more DJs to sit and talk to, but it so far has been a great night, and we appreciate you for being a part of it. And
absolutely, I appreciate
wish you the best out there with your closing line, Mr. Lamar.
Check out the podcast. We're the Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast. You can find us at LRVT Podcast, pretty much on any platform. We're usually live once a month, and we're doing shit like this. We talk about hip hop. We talk about
old girlfriend,
current events.
Old girlfriend.
Listen,
I mean, we really just talk
we
shit.
can get booked. Yeah. We can book a whole session. I give you a whole hour of this shit.
Just
that's about our runtime right there.
Yeah.
And
that's the whole thing. Y'all just get to sit back and relax.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is pretty fun.
It's
people keep walking by and staring at me. I feel like I'm famous and shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
all right. Well, call them in. Give them a high five on your way through.
Yeah, tag them in. Tag them in.
I will tag them in. Are you next? No, you're the intern.
That's the intern.
You just look like really part of the set.
He is.
Like he really looks like he's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a camera back here just for the intern, just because like the people like to see
angles.
Yeah, the people like to see him.
Like porn.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So
We
I'm gonna let
couldn't
y'all
do any of this without him. So just to make that absolute.
My man.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you need any videography work, if you need anything, the intern is
Some
fucking
kinda-
excellent.
Yeah.
If you need photographs, if you need any shit,
Yeah.
he's well connected into branding spaces too with our co-host of the podcast, who unfortunately
Man
is
of many hats.
not here. And no, this is a different person. Luke is actually filling in. He is
you're
not
filling?
Yeah.
Sir, you look like a natural.
He is. He absolutely is.
when you was sitting there with shoes off, I'm like, he got to be the owner. He's just comfortable as fuck. He got his shoes.
No,
kicked
he's
off
the
and shit.
guest co-pilot for
Bro,
tonight.
you just make it your house. It's a house. I like it. That's such a light skinned thing to do. I love
Thank
it.
you.
I love that
I
for you,
appreciate
sir.
that too. That means so much.
Oh, you was talking about you? I thought you were talking about me.
No, sir, not yet.
I'm light skinned.
You're like almost to the barbecue. You're like at the picnic.
Look, brother, I get invited to the quinceañeras
The fact
and
that
the
you
barbecues.
said, brother, you're invited. That's it.
Let him in.
You were my macho
I told
man.
you,
now. You're my, brother.
I stayed in the South. I stayed in the South for a little bit, and I it's a great place and some place I'll never live again.
Do you have a Subaru?
Do I have a Subaru?
Yeah. You repeat.
Maybe.
Sir.
I think somebody on this couch has owned a Subaru.
I have too.
It's not me. It's not me. Who
I
does.
never would have guessed
And
that.
now I drive an electric. If it gets any more,
Why? You know what?
It's electric.
Kudos. If you like it, I love it.
Yeah, I do. The first one, and just quick before we wrap this part up, but it was like one of those instances. I was street racing. I always wanted a Subaru WRX. I put that shit in my wallet. Like 2 years later, manifested it. So it was like one of my favorite cars ever. So it's like
That's different. That's like a black people.
Will you
Subaru.
manifest me a Lamborghini?
it is honestly,
Please?
like,
Because I've tried and it don't work for me. But if you're manifesting fucking Imprezas over here, like manifest me a fucking Diablo, bud.
Shooting too high.
That was good. That went left really quick. All right, guys.
That's what we do here
They're
on the
kicking me off.
RVT podcast. We go left.
I always wanted to say this. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Thank you,
good
Lamar.
night. Good
Appreciate
night.
you.
Thank
I
you.
got
Thank
it, brother.
you.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, swing it towards him. Swing it towards him.
Dad reflexes for sure. What a treat it is. All
Dad
these
reflexes,
different-
but did y'all catch the dad grunt as he got up to you?
Those people. That's funny.
All right. Who do we have next? And back again, DJ Jazzy Class over here.
How's it going in here? It seems fun.
Oh, it has been.
Hey, so for what it's worth, I only got a few more seconds. My time is up.
Okay.
I'm out of here. But I did bring a fun special guest. I brought the homie Nick, a.k.a. I always knew him as like High Res Nick.
Hi, Rez.
What's up?
Bring him in. Yeah.
Nick, come on in.
Nick, come on in. Oh,
Hey,
that's the
And
intern.
I'm out of here. I'm going to trade spots with him, and he's going to tell you about all kinds of shit he's doing.
Love you, brother. Thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate it.
Thanks for filling in for
Yeah. Happy to do it.
Come in, my dog. Thank you, bro. Welcome. Steve, this is Nick.
Oh yeah.
What's up, man?
Goods relative, right?
That's the way to start this interview. Goods relative, right?
It's a.
Do I need headphones?
Nope. You just
Can you hear us
get
okay?
the
Yeah, I can hear
beautiful
you guys
sound of my natural voice.
All right, then.
Oh, did you do this one fast? All right. So tell us who you are.
My name is Nick.
Hold on. You got to make friends with that mic. Get in close.
I got to get right in there.
Yeah.
I am Nick Torres, co-founder of GetEmHigh.com.
Yeah.
I also been doing some talent buying here at the Black Box.
Dope.
So thank y'all for having me on.
What is talent buying?
What is talent buying? It's essentially just booking artists.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember seeing you announce this on Instagram not too long ago. How you feeling in this new role?
So far, so good, man. This is our third show. Who Got the Juice? Shout out DJ Jones and Adrian Garcia. They put it together.
Yeah.
AG from the 303.
Yep, AG from the 303. So yeah, they told me the idea, and it seemed like a no-brainer, especially with the sound system here. That's kind of our biggest
bread and butter here.
Yeah, exactly. It's really about the sound here. So
Hell yeah.
it's dope to have some.
It's my first time here ever.
Okay.
I drive by here all the time on my commute to work, and I've never been to this place, and I had no idea the inside was such a fucking maze. First of all,
it's a labyrinth in here.
yeah, I feel like I'm in fucking Pan's Labyrinth when I'm walking around in here. It's all dark and shit, and I expect some fucking goat creature to pop
That's why
out
it's
on
the
me.
black box. It is dark in here.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yes, yeah. So, what other cool shit do you have going on? Justin said you have some cool shit going on.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. I don't want to jinx myself, but we're working on bringing some legendary hip hop producers through here.
Cool.
To really showcase the sounds.
Oh yeah.
Beyond that, yeah, I have my website, getemhigh.com. It's essentially
What's that?
It's like double XL meets High Times on the internet.
Cool.
So hip hop.
Well, that's a vision right there, my man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I've been working over 12 years, bro. We started in, I think, maybe 2012 or 13.
Back fresh breath shit. Yeah.
Right after that era.
That era.
Yeah, but it's starting to move. It takes a long time to get traction, you know.
Yeah. It does. It takes a lot of work.
It's a big vision, you know. I want to compete with like fucking Revolt and Vice and all of those.
So y'all put out a magazine?
Platforms. No, it's just on the internet.
Just online.
Just online.
Is
for now.
Is a print media in the future?
I would like to do like maybe not like a consistent magazine, but maybe something in print form, a book or some sort of
tight.
zine.
Yeah.
You know, maybe to celebrate an anniversary or something. But in general, it really lives on the internet.
Yeah.
So this is a blog post. This is what is this?
Yeah, it's a blog. I don't like the word blog. I prefer publication.
Yeah. Love that.
But it is that. It is a blog. I came from the blog era, no doubt. You know.
What was your first blog about?
The first one? Damn, that's a good question. It was probably like, I mean, what was popping in 2012? It was probably like ASAP Rocky or some shit. Like that.
Shit!
We just started posting, new songs when they would drop or videos. Man, yeah, it's been a lot. We've done over 3,000 posts to date.
That's a good question.
Holy buckets, man! 3,000 posts over about 13 years?
Yeah.
12, 13 years?
So pretty much one
right
a day.
on, man. Well, with all that experience, I got to ask, who's your pick for the winner tonight in the DJ battle?
Man, I can say it now because I was supposed to be a judge, but I dropped off. We decided it wasn't fair and we should have only DJs being the judges.
Okay.
So,
promoter ass.
Me with DJ Lazy Boy, which is dope. He's a legend.
Okay.
And that way nobody can get mad. If they lose. But what was the original question?
Who's your pick in the DJ battle?
Man, I forget his name, but there's a dude here. He flew out from Atlanta for the prelims and for this, so he's obviously very serious about himself.
Yeah.
And he's crazy dope. I want to look it up, but
We haven't had him on yet, I don't think.
Not yet.
He's literally right out there.
Is he?
Oh, is he next?
You should have him on.
What a transition. He's not next. He's not coming on.
It's okay.
Bummer.
Oh, man.
We will get him on eventually, though.
Oh, I remember it now.
What is
DJ Popo.
Popo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's not the Popo.
Yeah.
Good.
He's cool.
Good.
But
he's cool.
Very dope.
He's cool.
Yeah, he really threw down at the prelims, and I'm excited for his.
Hell yeah. Good one to look out for. Right on, man. We appreciate you coming on and speaking to us for a little bit. You're on the LRVT podcast or the Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast. Hell yeah.
LRVT.
Yes.
One more time.
Check us out.
LRVT. Shout out you guys. Thank you for having me.
Man,
Hell
it's so
yeah.
good to see you, Rez. Honestly, keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you
same,
so
man.
much,
Thank you,
man.
guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Always
man.
an
We
honor to run
appreciate
into
you. I got to
these
check
things.
out. Give me the website one more time.
That's getemhigh.com.
Get him like get GETEM.
HIGH, yes. It's a double entendre. It's like get 'em high, but it's also like get 'em high.
I hear you. Yeah, hell yeah. Check it out. Getemhigh.com.
Getemhigh.com.
Cool.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Peace, brother. Thank you so much. ISIS, the Black
Thank you for
Box
that.
Theater. Yeah, I mean, again, just the.
What a name. Like what a name and a title. Like ISIS and Black Box seems to match well.
Hello.
Holy fuck, you're coming in here serious with the walkie-talkie, bud.
Yeah.
Well, I get it, but I just didn't expect it.
I'm gonna put this in front
Hello.
of you. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever, you don't even have your shoes on.
Also, just trying to be.
It's normally not as the vibe,
If
you know.
somebody would have gave me a walkie-talkie, I would have wore that instead. I just don't have a
I'm
walkie-talkie,
sure one
so I
of
take.
you are really fiending to get on the talkie.
Is that what's the? All right, first off, because
Yep.
we did this with the second to last guest. Tell us your name. Tell us what you are here, and yeah.
Who am I supposed to look at?
There's a camera over there, but there's absolutely no.
Okay.
You
Just kidding.
look wherever. Ray Charles.
So my name is Isis, and I'm the venue manager here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Here is where?
The Black Box in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Pretty historic venue at this
Is it?
point.
I'm so
I
new.
don't know if I would say historic,
Yeah, maybe not
but
historic,
definitely
right? Not like Cervantes.
special and prestigious. Maybe not even that's not the right word. You know, it's one of a kind.
It has a rep.
Yeah,
right?
it has a reputation.
What's its reputation?
I mean, we do exclusively or mostly underground electronic music. And yeah, I don't know. We're just known for that. We have this vibe. Yeah, obviously I'm not responsible for that. My boss is. But, you know, I like to help keep it like that. I love it. I love the vibe here.
So you
There's
like the music that is played here?
Oh, of course. I mean,
because in your
nobody
role, you
likes
don't have
everything.
to.
You know what I
True,
mean? But I like
true.
most of it.
And I think it helps when staff at places like this care a little bit about the music and enjoy being here and not hating every moment.
All of our staff here is in some way connected to the music industry besides, you know, just working here. Like
Right.
Most of our staff are musicians. Or
Is that purposeful? Or just
probably?
Probably.
I think it's kind of necessary. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Why do you think it's necessary?
I honestly also like
understand
if
how it
you-
works,
Right,
you know
if
what I
you're
mean?
an artist, right? Like if you're an artist and you're trying to do something in a music scene, the more exposure you have to different places to put your talents, kind of rub elbows with some people who might be doing the same thing that you're doing, right? Like this would be a perfect spot for just about anybody who's wanting
Yeah.
to be a DJ or like
For sure.
yeah.
Like most of our sound guys are.
Yeah.
They make music themselves.
Yeah,
Our
of course.
security even.
Right.
I don't, but that's
Yeah.
why I'm managing. But you know, but everything else in my life is very music. My partner's a musician, and so yeah, I just don't have any musical skills. I just have the ear.
Yeah.
I always identify very similarly. I'm a consumer of music, not a producer.
Yeah.
And I know lots of producers, and they've gotten me into these different spaces, but I wish I could be a producer of music, but I'm not. I am a good consumer. I think I'm a very dedicated consumer
Yeah.
I think I've got a pretty good ear, but at least I know for sure I'm dedicated to consuming music in a way that I find that most people don't engage with music, where it took a point in my life where I was like, oh, people don't fuck with music like the way that I fuck with music. Like people listen to albums and stuff, but I realized I was like, oh, I'm a little different.
You're a little different level.
Yeah. It
My-
was the first Spotify like rap where I was like, oh, I listen maybe to too much music. Like, wow, okay.
So you were like 13 downloading everything off Napster and stuff like that.
Fuck yes, I was.
That was me.
I just messaged one of my good friends from when I was younger who taught me how to pirate music.
I was doing
and
that too.
Yeah, I mean, from pirating music to a buddy that I hardly knew in high school who was just like, give me your iPod for a weekend and I'm going to drop like 20 gigs onto your shit and just listen to all of this shit. Turned me on to things like, I might look like it, but I never listened to Godspeed Your Black Emperor before, but that shit turned up on there and I was like, what the fuck is this? Why is this song 20 minutes long? I don't get it, but then I listened and I got turned on to so much music, you know, and like pirating music is bad. I get it now, but when I was fucking 12, like I didn't give a fuck.
And
I
you don't
didn't
care. You're
for
trying
a
to
few
burn
years.
CDs. Like,
Well, and I was trying to just get music.
Yeah.
Right? Like I also ripped off the place that was like, oh, 12 CDs for the price of one. And I was like, yeah, you got the price of one. I'm not fucking paying any of that other shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretending to be my parents on the phone, all that, so I could get 12 CDs to listen to. Because I just wanted music. And that's what I mean by like, I realized that when I was much older that it was a different level of the way that I experienced music and engage with it. And you know, I love it. And from pirating music to doing shit like this and getting involved from my love of music, that everybody that I know in this space of why I'm sitting here is because of music and specifically hip hop and the culture of Denver hip hop, and where I met like Luke and like so many people that have come through in this room are people whose names I knew way before I've gotten to sit down with them on a couch, and it all opened up to me because of music and hip hop, and it's why I love it. It's why it keeps me engaged and you know, trying to be a part of it still, and now getting to the production side of it, just in this side of the very edge of entertainment, I guess. It is the best as I can get. I don't think I could ever really like reach into hip hop. It's not quite my speed.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
The question, do you have like what's your creative spark? Do you have, you know, some people use music as an outlet, maybe write, draw. Some people are very creative in the way they put their clothes and fashion together, you know, like do you have a creative spark inside you that you like to ride with?
I mean, I think that I'm creative in general.
Yeah.
But like maybe not.
How is it expressed?
Artistically, I just feel like I'm more intelligently creative. Do you know what I mean? Like a problem solver. I'm very organized. That's kind of like my art in my form.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Scheduling and shit. Fuck yeah.
That's why
I get it.
That's why I'm a manager.
Organization, leadership, like.
No, I love that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I feel that.
I think I love that because I mean, you're pointing to something very inherent in like the human experience and like being a creator, right? Like you don't have to be somebody who's writing or putting out music for others to consume.
You don't have to be an artist, right?
Or even
to be
an
creative.
Artist. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's
so I love that.
creative in their own way.
Yeah,
I
thanks
think.
for saying that. Yeah, that's super sweet.
I can't sit and like, I just can't even sit still longer.
And be
I
idle.
can't even watch like a movie, you know. I'm like, hold on, I gotta. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know how people just get ideas in their head and they're like, let me sit here for however long it takes and get it all out. I'm just like, I can't, you know.
I mean, it's I think no different than the same way because those same people will look at like a whole series of information and data, and you can look at it and go, oh, I know where it all goes.
Yeah.
And they look at it and it looks like fucking the window in A Beautiful Mind, right? With all the fucking math moving across it.
Yeah.
Right? So like that talent, and I definitely understand it because we talked about earlier, I studied in mathematics, and so like my mind and what I do for business in work is doing the same thing that you do, just in a different world, and organizing and leading and teaching people, and you know, it's a skill and I take a bunch of pride in the art of what I do and like all the nuance of teaching and what I can do in coaching people. You know, like creativity is expressed in so many different ways, and I think it's often ignored in the analytical creativity of people like you and I who have this ability, and it's awesome because a lot of people don't have it. That's why they have managerial positions.
Yeah. I mean, I love creative people, and that's why I want to do everything I can to help them keep being creative. You know,
because you can see both sides of it a little bit.
Yeah. Even for my partner, I'm like, what do you need so that you can continue making music today?
Yeah, that's rad.
Shout out the partners in the world. Cool. ISIS.
Shout out.
Shout out the partners in the world.
Partners in the world.
Hell yeah.
All of them everywhere. Cool. ISIS, what a pleasure it's been
Thanks for having me.
Have you sit
I was
down.
nervous.
Of course. Yeah. It's because I wasn't wearing shoes that you were like, I'm just nervous.
I mean, you know, I'm just like, you don't see it very often in here, and it's brave. You know?
I mean,
I don't even know what's been on this. It's brave tonight. I mean,
coming from
as long as you're not barefoot, you know.
I mean, that's
some people do come and we're just like, what are you doing? This floor?
You would know.
You literally just said it's an historic building. It's like hundreds of years of beer and vomit.
Gross.
Maybe not. Well, definitely. I don't know what's on this.
This is
it's nice in here, y'all. It's really nice in the green room here, honestly.
Worried about this couch. Are you kidding me? You know how many people have been back in this couch, on this couch? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some butt sweats has been left
for sure.
behind on this couch.
There's probably some other bodily fluids have been left on this couch too.
I don't know.
You know what? There's not a door on that thing though, so I don't know.
Yeah, we realized that earlier.
Bad ones.
Yeah, I remember those.
There probably was a door at some point until too much of that was happening. They're like, we're taking the door out of here. You know what would solve it? There was a curtain. That's enough for most. That's enough for most.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you have anything you'd like to shout out?
Plug, promote the partners' music, promote something you're excited about happening here at the Black Box.
I don't want to out myself
Fair.
about my partner.
Fair.
But I don't know. Come to the Black Box. We need you guys to keep coming. Like we're a small business.
What are you
We're a
excited about?
small
What's the
venue.
next show that you're like, I'm working that shift. Fuck you. That's my shift.
I mean, I'm the only manager really, so I
every
don't
shift
have to,
is yours?
I don't have to argue. I don't have to fight for my shifts. But I would say the next one coming is, do you know who Ivy Lab is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're doing like a 2-hour like drum and bass special set next weekend.
After the Red Rock show?
Yeah.
Yeah, after Subtronics.
I honestly don't know how the timeline works, but yeah, they're gonna be in town, so yeah, they're coming here, and
one of the days.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we get really special stuff like that every once in a while. People will do their album release party here, or a Red Rock show gets canceled and they do a pop up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know who Of the Trees is, but that happened to him, and it was so cool for me. Also, some of these people are my friends, but to
That was
like
just
have
off
these,
the books. He did that. Came down here.
I mean, the show at Red Rocks got canceled. This was I don't know.
November.
Yeah, I was like just.
Luke was like, I had tickets.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, it's not that long ago, but
And
it was
then I
like.
had to go to ayahuasca the week after, so I couldn't make it. I couldn't
Oh
make
yeah.
the show.
I mean, they threw it together, and just like a couple. Like a day or something, and like it was just so fun. I love that kind of
I wish
stuff.
I would have known. I would have definitely have tried to make it. We made his show out in Boulder.
Okay.
That he did in like the 28th of December. But yeah, they're good. I love Of the Trees.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
it's cool to work at a place like
Where
that.
you get to do
and
shit
I
like
get to
that.
do shit like that. It's fun.
Hell,
Not
yeah.
every day is like that, obviously. There are, we have a lot of local talent that come in here, and this is like their first time ever playing on a big system or something. They just want to see what it sounds like. Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, and we love cultivating that. Also, we're one of the only. We're not a club, so I can't say that we're a venue, but places in Denver left where 18 up people can come, which is like a little tough because obviously it's an extra risk having like younger kids here, but at the same time we want to like where else can they go to get exposure to new music, and
all this,
we
yeah.
want to be that
Hell yeah.
for the next musicians or whatever whatever's coming next.
And for the ones that are 21 and up, I gotta say, beer list pretty good beer list.
Yeah.
Our beer list?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good beer
Our
list
local
here.
drafts?
I
Or just in
mean,
general?
y'all have juicy bits on draft.
Yeah.
Like that's rad. And the can selection's pretty on point too, and the tall cans are good and varietal.
We really, my boss in particular, is really big on supporting local and our community and stuff.
I can tell from the list.
But hopefully, I mean, I don't know, crazy stuff's going on right now, and things are about to be really expensive. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I mean, we're hoping we're gonna do our best,
right?
To keep things,
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for being legit about that. And good luck with the. I think all the businesses out there could use a little bit of luck. But thank you, Isa, so much. It was so
Thanks,
great to talk
Isis.
to you. Yeah.
Where? How do I see this? How do I watch your?
It's streaming live on LRVT podcast on the YouTubes.
Okay.
And then, of course, if you follow it on Instagram, you'll see the clips and stuff. So yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lone
LRVT
Ranger versus
podcast.
Tonto. Tell your friends. Is this your first interview?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I don't think
cool.
I've never been on a podcast before, but
Yeah.
a long time ago, once upon a time, I hosted a podcast.
Cool.
Not a long one, just for like a couple
Just, yeah.
episodes, like interviewing artist when I was younger.
Cool.
And that was super fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
But never have been.
Well, you feel like a natural. Yeah, you feel like a natural. Miss, I'm nervous. You got up here and crushed that shit.
Oh, I guess I was just. All right, well, I gotta go back to work.
Thanks, Isis.
Yeah.
Thank you for all that you do.
Yeah,
and thanks for putting all this on and
keep up the good work.
making sure all these cats out here are behaving.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Keep
really
up the
nice.
good work.
Really.
Get on
really
the
good
fucking
tonight.
walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Luke Sky, be careful. He's the big one in the white sweater with no shoes on.
Yeah, I'm definitely the risk to run out of here.
Adrian. Okay, I'm gonna go.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
Peace.
Bye.
You have to.
Is he coming back on? No, he's just grabbing stuff.
Just grab.
Hold it down.
Hold it down. Ooh. Big. What up, my man? Just go ahead and.
you can come sit down.
Yeah. Bring it on in. Bring it on home to me. We don't have headphones for you right off the top. I hope that's okay.
Right off the top.
Can you hear me all right?
Can you hear me all right?
I hear you just fine.
Clear?
100%. What's your name?
My name is Van Samuel Diggs.
Van Samuel Diggs.
Van Samuel Diggs, correct.
I love that name.
Thank you.
Is that like your government name?
Government.
And then
My artist name is Big Nifty.
Big Nifty. And
Yep.
are you here as a
Competitor, yeah.
competitor in tonight's program?
Yeah, I just played. I was third. And yeah, I'm feeling great, man.
You were third to go.
Third to go, yeah.
All right, so you've laid your set down. Did you already get your results in from the judges, or is that at the end of the night?
That's at the end of the night.
You
when I
have to
give it
wait.
everybody.
Okay, but you on the inside, you feel pretty good. You crushed that set.
A lot of things went wrong during the set, but I know I put a time in, I put practice in, and like stuff happens, and I kept focused and finished it out strong. And I'm proud that I made it to this point. I'm proud that I got to perform in front of all these legendary DJs.
Yeah.
And I get to see all these DJs that's in the city that are doing great things. I'm like, all right, so there's a new level to get to, and the only way to get there is by seeing it and then believing it that I can get there. So that's why I'm here.
That's some powerful shit. Some powerful shit,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
What? I mean, tell me more. Like, where you from? Where did you get inspired to pursue this passion? Like,
I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 18 years of my life there. Then I spent 9 of my years in the college town of Flagstaff, Arizona. It took me 6 of those years to graduate.
Yeah.
When I did, I finally found a job in Flagstaff, and I stayed there as a talent buyer and a lighting director. Then I was like, I want something more, I wanted something bigger. So I made the spontaneous jump to Denver 5 months ago.
Whoa.
November, yeah.
Welcome.
Whoa.
Welcome. Man.
Whoa.
Flagstaff.
Already DJing 5 months later.
Oh, no, I've been, okay, I'm pretty scatterbrained, so
No, don't
I like
worry
to
about it.
tell a story,
You're
then it goes this way, then I'm like, oh shit, I missed so much going that way.
Oh, you're good. That's what we do here. You're good. Good to go.
Yeah, I started
Tell us about DJing.
I started DJing in 2017. That was like my sophomore year in college.
Okay.
Like growing up, I was always just a sports kid. Like I just 3-sport athlete, football, basketball, track, and just kept in shape in basketball and everything.
Nice catch. Nice catch. You good. Kept up in sports and everything.
Kept up in sports and everything. Then, yeah, once my senior hit, I tore my patella tendon, my right knee. And, yeah, that was it for my career in sports.
career, yeah.
Especially being a senior.
Yeah.
So, went off to college, had a good freshman year. I won't get into details, but we got the scars to prove it.
Okay.
Good freshman year. Changed my major because this is not what I wanted to do in life, and became a marketing major. Started DJing parties, and I feel like the rest is still being written.
Okay. Yeah, I love that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I love that. Word up, man. Yeah, that's a good story. So Flagstaff, Arizona, 5 months ago, you came out to Denver, Colorado. What was had you been out here before?
Oh yeah, many times.
Yeah.
I DJed 2 weddings out here. I've been to Steamboat. I've been to Durango for snowboarding trips. Actually, was on stage with Isaiah Rashad at the Fillmore. That was like my like eureka moment. I'm moving here.
Yeah.
I just reached out to the manager. He was like, I was at his concert, and he just was like, yo, if you reach out to my manager, I'll put you on stage, and you can sing Banana with me. I was like, no way.
Isaiah Rashad.
Isaiah Rashad.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fucking rad, man.
And I was on the stage with him singing Banana. Ever since I was young, had a gift of the tongue. This shit might open the door. Like, that's Isaiah Rashad.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I can show you after the interview, but
yeah. And so at that point, was like, I'm gonna move here someday.
That was like the snap. That was like, yeah, I gotta do this. Like,
right
I
on.
really want to make it to the jump in the life game, because I feel like staying in one place too long hinders your growth.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be worldwide. I want to serve millions. And the only way to do that is to be in multiple places.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Where else do you want to go?
Australia again.
Again?
Yeah, I've been in Australia, New Zealand, Cape Town, South Africa. I'm trying to go to Amsterdam. I'm trying to go to Dubai. I'm trying to go see New York. I haven't seen New York at all yet. Tokyo, Germany.
Yeah. Do you have like is this like the vision board? You got all these places on your map with little pins on it, like we'll go do this?
Not much of a vision board per se, but I have it like all on like a document I created through Photoshop. Because I'm a firm believer of seeing is like believing, and if you see it every day, visualize it, and you're like, I will have this one day.
Luke manifested a fucking WRX the other day.
There's no synchronicity that you're sitting here talking about. We just were talking about that like 5 minutes ago.
See, like it's just real, like the power of the law of attraction, as they say.
Yep.
The secret. Y'all know that movie?
I've read the book.
I read the book too.
Yeah, there's a book.
The book, Secret, the Magic.
Yeah,
yeah, I read both of those.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good reads.
Sounds like that's what you kind of live you put your philosophy on. You have
100%.
Do you have a person that inspires you in that way, or somebody that you follow in that way that you find that really like guides you in that type of light?
I would definitely say my brothers from Northern Arizona. We're an African American collective called Golden Brown, and we're just our 3 B's are books, brotherhood, and business, and we live by that motto, and we stay chisel.
Man,
hell yeah!
What an inspiring conversation.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fraternity, but not really like that Greek life, because we're not into hazing. We're not into putting people down. We iron sharpens iron, and we build people up. And like, if you have this podcast, we're like, all right, I have all my my degrees in marketing, so I can help you market your podcast. And like, another person is really good at videography, so now he's like, oh, I can shoot your videos. Like that's the type of thing where we just help each other out, make each other better.
Synergy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Incredible, my man. Well, give us your social medias, give us all the places we can find you. Thanks for this enlightening and deep conversation, and good luck on the judge. Yeah, give us all your stuff before you get out of here.
You can follow me on all platforms as Big Nifty, BGNFTY. Yeah, Big Nifty, BGNFTY on everything. And thank you guys for having me. I hope you guys have a good rest of your show. And
hell yeah, man. But before you leave, we got a little gift for you from the sponsors here. And so go ahead and just take a peek inside. You don't got to pull everything out, but take a peek inside and take a look at what our sponsors giving you. For all the DJs, we're giving a little bit of love to you out here on the LRVT podcast. Thank you for coming on, man, and promoting yourself, being on the podcast, telling a little bit of stories and letting us get to know you a little bit, man. And we just want to say thank you, and thank you from the sponsors as well.
I admire your message, brother. Yeah, it's truly. Keep it up, and good luck out there, man.
Appreciate you guys.
All right,
You guys
man.
said easy.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys have I know you guys just said it, but it was just so much happening.
Yeah, right. Yeah, whatever that
I'm
was.
way overstimulated right now.
Yeah. Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast. LRVT podcast. Yeah, tell your friends. We'd love to have you, brother.
Yeah, the intern can send you a link. Intern? We all good? Right on. We can get that to you. Do we have...
I knew that was going to happen eventually. It was only a matter of time. Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast. That one there. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Bring the table closer. Thanks, brother. Take care of yourself out there. All right, my man. Oh. Yeah, Steven. All right, man. Yeah. All right. Little hiccup in the design.
So many hiccups in the last 2 minutes.
I know. Whatever was going on outside, the energy was off. Yeah, off. That's a good way to put it.
I thought they were recording like a short or something,
Yeah,
like a YouTube video, and then I was like, oh no, this is serious.
Yeah, this is serious. Doors were being slammed. Voices were getting raised.
Until the door was slammed for me to realize. I thought they were just like on one.
Yeah, just talking to each other at loud tones. Well, thanks if you're still rocking out there with us doing the live thing. Man, we've definitely been putting in the hours tonight, and maybe you've fallen asleep at your computer whilst watching us, and if that's the case, sweet dreams. I would sing you a lullaby, but it's 11 o'clock at night and my voice is raspy. Coming up next, we have the Guy Spencer's Power Hour. Just kidding. None of that's happening. Thanks for cleaning that up, Steven.
Oh, man. Is this? I think that's either a prop or it might be a real one.
How does one know whether or not it's real?
I don't know, but like all those things,
They're definitely not empty or not full.
they're fake. Yeah, they're props.
Speaking of, can I participate in your vape?
Oh, yes. This also from the sponsors.
From our sponsors.
It was an earlier sponsorship that they set us up. I don't know how it works exactly as the mechanism. I always have to like pull it off and like let it like magnetize back in.
Yeah, it was working earlier.
But when I let it sit, it won't work if you just hit it. I always have to like take it off, put it back on. Well, that's not important, but we are still here. Oh, I did notice the button. I could not figure out how to get it to do that.
Oh.
Oh.
So if you just unplug it and plug it back in, it'll reactivate.
Yeah.
Or you could push the button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, intern.
See, we've figured this thing out. These are newfangled devices. It's no longer just a little battery you screw onto the end. It's got a whole shebang.
Yeah.
And it's also much. The nicotine industry found that it's much better shape than the pens, especially in the pocket. Right? Like I've broken so many pens in my pocket from sitting down, and then I snap the case, and now my pocket's full of like
oil.
Yeah, and it sucks.
Yep.
But these, like this sits in your pocket, and like the thing's all protected well. And this is all from our sponsors tonight, and so thanks to them to do this. They hook it up out here. They're out there in like the booths and stuff too, representing. And I guess I don't need this as an elbow.
Okay. How does that look? I mean, do we take a break or we just chat about life for a few minutes?
Yeah, probably just chat a little bit.
How long are they all up right now? We're waiting for them all to finish, or last two to finish?
Because we've seen 4 of the DJs, I thought.
No.
Or has it only been 3?
I think it's only been 3.
I thought we gave away 4 boxes, though.
1, 2, 3. That might have been the 4th box, actually. You might be right.
Did we
Because
fuck up?
There was Mr. Groove, right? And then I think everybody...
Groove and Savage both have it here.
And then Swifty.
Mm-hmm. And Big Swifty. Oh, it's 3.
Big
Nifty.
Big
Swifty.
Nifty.
This guy's over here talking about Taylor Swift's.
All right. So I guess they're just riffing, huh?
Yeah. That's pretty normal stuff for the podcast, I think. And, we fill time. We're out here. I hope there's some people out there still listening. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. It's pretty late, isn't it? It's damn near past my bedtime. I'll tell you that. 11:15 on the podcast. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
I'm out. We're out here partying for Good Friday, bud. Lent is over or ending soon, and our fasts are about to break. And
do you fast?
Like in the
not in the biblical sense?
lentil sense.
Do you follow?
Not during Lent, but I will fast for certain occasions.
You have fasted before.
I have.
What is your favorite method of fasting?
Method?
Like, do you?
I thought you just don't eat.
Water fast, or some people juice fast.
Oh yeah.
You have a regimented length of time in which you fast for, or
no. So if I do fast, it's generally in the intention of a reason to, not a reason to fast that's like health or anything, but it's a reason to like pause. Right. So the first time that I did a fast like this was I was coaching wrestling in Florida, and my assistant coach was a very devout Muslim, and we worked year round trying to coach these kids into better athletes, and we were in the late summertime. It was time for Ramadan. Tell him to come on in. We'll work him in. I'll finish the story quick, and. So I asked him, because he would pause at practice to go pray, that level of Muslim. And so I asked him, I was like, hey man, would you mind if I fasted with you for the last day of Ramadan? And I just want to like experience it and like, let me do what you do. And he's like, all right, so you can't eat. You can choose if you can drink or not during the day, but we ended the day. He invited me to the mosque that night, and we got to pray with them and eat with them. And that fast like just made me think a little bit more about why you can fast in terms of remembrance of the past. And so days like Martin Luther King Day might be a day that I fast because it's the focus. Like when I feel hungry, I just switch that thought to being like, why am I fasting? Right. Well, it's for this remembrance of this thing, and it taught me a little bit different about how fasting works for my mind. But that's all we can say about that, because we got our next guest, our next DJ.
Hello.
Tell us who you are.
I'm DJ Slickback.
DJ Slickback.
Yeah. You can't tell right now, but because I got the hat on, but I'm trying.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
DJ Slickback. All right, brother, welcome in.
Not the first time your name has been mentioned tonight.
Okay.
Picked as the favorite from a few of the affiliated people that were on the cast earlier tonight. None of the judges or anything. Mm-hmm. They're all staying impartial. Pardon me. Impartial. But yeah, definitely the what they call the underdog pick. So I'm curious, do you think you're the underdog tonight?
Yeah, I'd say so, because my age, and like this is my first battle, my first time being on like I like to post all my gigs on social media. Little plug, DJ_Slickback on Instagram.
Little plug, big plug. Say it again.
Yeah. Do it again. DJ_Slickback on Instagram, and just Slickback on Facebook. You can find me there. But anyways, what I was saying, I usually like post my gigs, just like little pictures and stuff. But this was my first time actually like putting myself out there, putting my mix out there, and interacting with the crowd like this.
Nice. Did you already go up?
Yeah, I just got done. Sorry if I'm out of breath.
No, don't be sorry.
The adrenaline is still flowing, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck all that. We've been back here, right? So we haven't gotten to see it. You in the crowd watching you DJ. What was your big takeaway from your set?
That one of my goals was to not have Serato face. You know what I mean? Like not be staring into the computer, because I got a couple people told me like in the last battle, the prelims, that I was kind of looking at the screen too much. So I tried to do that, and I think I did good on that goal. So I'm happy for that.
Hell yeah. Okay. Making some eye contact in the crowd, pumping them up. Hell yeah.
Microphone action.
There you go.
Got something to glow about, and then what could you grow from? What was one thing that you were like, man, I can do that.
I did
that much better.
I did mess up a little on like a couple of things, so I need to just get better at controlling my nerves when I perform and stuff like that. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. I'm happy for the performance I put on. I think it was good.
Hell yeah, man. Tell us a little bit about your style of DJing.
I do really everything. I'm an open format DJ. I do Latin parties, hip hop parties. I like to get into funk a lot.
Hey.
I was raised like around that scene, so like funk and.
Tell me
70s.
who's your funk influence? Who inspired you tonight?
Who's your funk influence?
Definitely my grandma.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Tell us more. Tell us more about grandma.
We own a 87 Buick Regal. A
Okay.
Dunk on big. I think they're 28 rims.
Cool.
28-inch rims. And so like right now, especially, I'm getting to the scene of like DJing car shows. And just recently we had for the Colorado ladies of lowriding, we had a big old Easter egg hunt. And that was like, there was a lot of people there. I think like 600 in the park.
Yeah.
And they had like 26,000 eggs scattered
What?
around for little kids.
26,000?
Yeah, little plastic eggs.
We're talking about plastic eggs.
Yeah.
A bunch of chicken eggs. 26. Those motherfuckers.
It's 2025. Like, you can't be using real eggs.
Well, not only they're $10 a fucking case.
A dozen, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. And you spun that. You were there for the. Did you DJ that?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm getting more into that scene. And
what kind of funk artists do you like?
Tonight actually I played Debbie Deb. When I hear music, you know, you guys didn't hear the mix, but I did the Kendrick Lamar song. It's like where he says, you know, a little part from that song. Are you aware of that? It's like a little part.
No, turn me on.
Talks about Deb?
It says, no, it's hard. It's used that vocal from the Debbie Deb song. It says like when I hear music. So then I like transition that, and it's a big BPM range. So I think that's cool too. I'm learning different tricks and learning off these amazing other DJs, competitors.
Yeah, who did are you familiar with any of the DJs you're competing against?
Yeah, one that really stands out to me I just met recently was Dom Neezy. He's about to go on after DJ Popo, the last one. He got first place in the prelims, and he just like, because he's telling me like in this industry it could be like a little hard and people could be a little rocky, and he's like really trying to help and just being positive. Like he pulled up on me at the Easter egg hunt, and we're going back and forth messing around. So that's just really cool. Like he's really showing up.
That's love. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm just like enthralled. I just can't take my eyes off of you in a certain way. Like just the way that you're like exuding this energy, right? Like you're here on your first show, you're giving it all, you're looking at the potential of a mentor in your life, right? Like you got a lot of respect for the music that you put together and the directions, and you know, probably always going to be, for this part of your career, always going to be looked at like an underdog, but you're sitting here with the utmost confidence, right? Like you got a pretty good way speaking about you. You're you know, it's just really nice to be in your energy as you're like, you know, we're watching the beginnings of your career, and all I can think about is like, you know, what are you going to look like? What is DJ Slickback going to look like 5 years from now, right? Like, do you have that in your vision as well?
Yeah, I think so. To be honest, when I first started DJing, I didn't even know like what it was. I started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I just fell in love with all the people. DJ Ness was the one who taught me how to DJ.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with the community, everybody at the Denver DJ School. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Denver DJ School for tonight, from inspiring young folks like Slickback here to help them put this on, because none of this would have been possible without the Denver DJ School as well. I love the hat too, man. That's sweet.
Yeah. That's why I love Denver, man. Are you from Denver?
Yeah, born and raised.
Dope. Even better. Dope, man. So what's the did you say what the 5-year plan is? I mean, is it to be like a battle DJ?
Because you're in high school right now, right?
Yeah, I'm a freshman.
Yeah. So is the plan finish school, keep cutting up records?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely finish school, and
hope.
Yeah, I'm just taking the DJ career, like it's already so much farther than I thought it would be.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
So I'm just riding along with it, and I'm really passionate about it.
Yeah, that feels evident. And, you know, all the high school talent shows, it's going to be this man standing at the top for the next 4 years as he cements his name in the High School Hall of Fame. Super cool, Slickback. So tell us what other passions in life are you currently exploring? Is it all school and DJs?
I don't know if it'd be called a hobby, but I really like cooking.
Oh, yeah.
I do like little recipes, and I really like doing that.
What was the last thing you cooked?
Damn. I've been busy with this battle. I haven't been cooking.
Oh, shit.
I think
You have been cooking.
in a different way.
Yeah, you've been cooking.
The last
Out
thing.
here cooking. That's dope. Cooking, huh?
Yeah.
Do you cook for the family?
Yeah.
Take some
I have a big
pressure off
family
the-
cooking for them. is
What
a lot.
kind of cuisine are we doing? Italian food? What kind of food?
I do everything. Some of the favorites I made was Mexican egg rolls.
Yeah.
And then
Little fusion, bud.
Huh?
Little fusion, bud.
Yeah, I love that. And then some sesame chicken. That was good.
Hell yeah.
Little homemade.
Cool.
And then
How's your Alfredo game, bud?
my grandma just made some good Alfredo last night.
Grandma
actually.
did,
Yeah.
huh? Grandma did. She brings the funk and the Alfredo. I might have to meet this woman.
The Funk and the Alfredo. That's that should be your album title. Funk and Alfredo.
I think that's the best combination I ever heard.
Yeah, Funk and Alfredo.
I don't know about that.
Or you could make, if it does ever evolve into something more gastronomically inspired, you could make a Funk and Alfredo dish. It'd be your own slick back special.
That's right, like a blue cheese Alfredo. That's funky and Alfredo. I don't know if it's gonna be good. That's on you.
Yeah, y'all sound hungry. Y'all sound hungry.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's very true. I think we need to get some pizza catered in this back room.
Okay.
That's right.
And we've been we've been back here. We've seen all the other DJs that have been, I think, up already. I think we haven't seen Popo or who's the other?
Dom Neezy. He's a-
Neezy.
yeah.
I don't think we've talked to him yet. Who have you liked so far? Kind of like, who have you seen that's been something you're like, or is it just the whole field in general? You've played with these characters before. And
Are you talking like performance wise?
Yeah.
Popo really puts on a show.
Does he?
He's talented. He has a lot. Like, he's been doing this for a long time. And then also, I think I'm about to say again, Dom Neezy. I'm excited for his performance.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Still going? Yeah. All right. So what is the? Yeah, I'm kind of like running on a blank here.
Are you?
Yeah, it's getting late. Yeah,
It is getting late, man.
It is.
In my 40s.
I'll tell you, it is way past my bedtime, but we're out here. If you didn't know, we're the Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast.
Yeah.
We're definitely 18 plus, so don't listen.
He's
Wink,
gonna have
wink,
to
wink,
listen,
wink.
he's on the podcast, so at least
Absolutely. And so tell me a little bit more about Denver DJ School, because we've kind of mentioned them a few times. We've shouted them out a bunch, but tell me how's that looked in your life? What has it done for you?
The Denver DJ School, so they're incorporated at Lake Middle School. I don't know if you knew that. That's where I started.
I had no fucking idea it was
They
that
have like
late.
a
No
elective.
way.
Yeah. Like, you actually go and they have the Rev 1, the DM40s. They give you like a Mac for the semester or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And you build your own crates. DJ Ness is the one who teaches, and DJ Specs is starting there now.
Wow.
And they teach them like all the basics. That's where I started. Like I said, everything from song history, hip hop history, like song selection, and all that.
What was when you were learning all that stuff with them, what was the hip hop history that like stood out in your head that really like kind of like blew your mind, or that like really was like, what the fuck? Like, what? That's how that went down? What stands out to you?
Honestly, how many DJs there were. Because like when you hear of hip hop, you just hear a few names. But then I actually started reading this book recently. It's called it's like a comic book, but definitely more for like older people, teens or something.
Graphic novel.
Something like, yeah. And it talks about like the hip hop history and goes into really depth, talking about everyone like Rakim. Well, also they mentioned that's like some underdogs that you wouldn't hear about in a normal lesson about hip hop.
Sure.
Right.
That's crazy. That's an elective?
Yeah.
Wow.
At Lake Middle
can you
School.
take it every year, or is this like they give you this year, you get inspired, you go and do the rest on your own, or is this something you can continue? Is there like next level to like the DJ 101 or DJ 102?
Yeah, so at the Denver DJ school, of course there is, but at Lake itself, it's a semester long.
Oh.
But then like for me, since I really found love into it, and there's a couple more DJs at Lake right now that they really like it, and they could get this thing called a MySpark card. I don't know if y'all heard of that. It's like a free, they give them like $1,000 and they go spend it on DJ equipment. So like a lot of the kids at Lake are doing that now. And then DJ Ness and DJ Specs, if they really want to do it, it's only one semester class, like, you know, the thing. And they'll let them come back another semester. And they're teaching the same things to the other kids, but like on the side, they'll be like, trying to bring them to the next level.
Continue to inspire, to improve, and you're kind of like, how long have they been doing this?
I don't know the exact time, but it's been a while.
This man's only been in it for 2 years. You're asking about the history of the school he's a student at.
I mean,
I should
What's
know
the
that.
legacy of your school?
Yeah.
When was it founded?
He's right. He should know that.
I should know it.
Just kidding.
I mean, you got the hat on. You're out here cutting up and representing the Denver DJ school out here.
It's not that. It's like this is really fucking cool. Like this is actually like a really cool thing that we have for our kids these days, right? Like, not to say that I didn't have access to stuff like this. Like at the Boys and Girls Club, we put together a studio. We got grants to put together music things, and it was small, and we put it in a closet. We locked it away, and nobody used it because there wasn't anybody there to teach us how to use it. It was just like, the stuff is there, go use it, kids. And that wasn't like things that makes like an inspiring, like, let's continue to foster this. So it like would have been good to have like mentor hands. And I love the fact that, you know, you're that's there. It's not just the fact that how long this school's been around, but shout out DJ Ness, shout out DJ
Specs, Jones,
that's
Large, Mars.
Just thank you guys for doing this for our kids, right? Like thank you for putting interest in growing these kids' lives when you know, the systems at large like don't put these kind of programs together. That's just really cool shit.
Oh yeah,
I want to shout out. That's really cool shit. So thanks for being the and you know, you're inspired to stay in school. Like that's the goal, right?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
If you're gonna have a fighting chance in what this place is, you have a pretty good start. So
thank you.
Keep that up, Slick Back. Keep cooking food for your grandmother. And shout
tell
out
us,
to grandma.
tell us one more time how to find you online.
Brother.
You can find me DJ _ Slickback on Instagram and just Slickback on Facebook.
Cool.
Hell yeah! Thank you for being here on the Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast, my
It was
friend.
good meeting you guys.
Good luck tonight.
Likewise. Peace, brother. Yeah, that's just cool shit, man.
Hell yeah, Denver DJ school.
Yeah,
so
later,
cool.
brother. I mean, yeah, just cool to watch, and you know, I think it's important. We get so caught up in the chaos all the time and overlooking. At least I do, right? We overlook the really good things that people are doing to kind of keep communities together, to keep putting social change at the forefront of the shit that they do, in order that generations after us, like, you know, I don't know how common it is for generations before us, but to put a asserted effort into making sure kids have a fighting chance, because some of this shit is gonna get harder.
It's getting harder and harder to have a fighting chance in this world.
And I think shit like that. I mean, you know,
opening things up, and especially like a school like Lake Middle School, that's a tough school to be at in DPS. And it's good to hear that they're bringing in some really positive culture into that space and allowing kids to have an opportunity to work with such an elite sounding like operation like the Denver DJ School sounds like, not just in getting themselves into the school, but bringing in like legendary DJs of the area to help share this culture, because you don't become what DJ Jones is, DJ Spec is to this area without being a part of the culture, right? Like you can't just swoop in and be cool and have the name and everything that comes along with some of these legends that are here tonight. And we got either a legend or a future legend in our presence here. Just a regular
no such
dude.
thing as a regular dude. A current legend. All right, regular dude.
Tell us who you are.
Yeah, let's start there. You're Popo. Been hearing a lot about you. Yeah, a lot of people are really like when we can't hear Popo. There we go. There we go. So once again, this is DJ Popo.
How you doing? How you doing, man?
You have been mentioned several times tonight. It's the crowd favorite.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't see it like that. I just can't have fun, man.
You came a long way though, didn't you?
Yeah, long, super long way.
Where you from?
Originally from New York, but I reside in Atlanta right now.
Okay. Yeah. What part of Atlanta?
Henry County, down south.
Okay. Yeah. You like it over there?
So far, it's good. It's
Compared
really
to
culture.
New York?
Most of my family from New York, but my background is from Panama.
I was gonna say, there's an accent going on.
I try to hide it, but I can't.
No, you don't need to on here.
Is that for a particular reason? Do you want to hide it? Are you like working on your ability to move like a chameleon throughout?
Sure, I'm just not discovering it. It's an impact.
Okay.
So it's like, you know what? It's why not? I've been hiding the shell for years. So just why not?
Yeah, so this is a reason, so that you're like getting back to expressing your Panamanian roots.
Yes,
and like love that, and definitely appreciate you no longer hiding that shit, because that shit's beautiful.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's really nice. So from Atlanta, DJ Popo doesn't want to be considered the crowd favorite, just out here to have a good time.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Did I get that right?
First time in Denver? Been here before?
Second time. The first time.
The prelim.
Yep.
Oh, so this event is what brought you out here.
Yeah.
What do you think of Denver?
So far, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. I kind of like it. Just gotta get used to it and learn the ways.
Yeah. It moves a little different out here,
Yes.
but you'll find somebody on that came in earlier called Denver the Atlanta of the West or something like that. Maybe I'm messing. Maybe Atlanta's the Denver of the South or something like that. But there's a comparison there that I've lived here for 20 years, and Atlanta is my favorite city outside of Denver. I love it. I lived in Florida for a while, and so 5 hours away from where I was, you go catch a show and stay one night in a hotel and go back to Florida, and it was 5 hours away is nothing, right? Like being used to out here, where you might notice we're not so close like it is out there, where you can drive 3 hours and hit a major city in any direction from Atlanta.
That's true.
But if you're out here, you got to drive 9 hours to another major city. Out here in any direction, but it's 9 hours, right? And so 5 hours to Atlanta was like, fucking let's go. We can leave at 1 and we'll be ready to fucking drink beer by the time we get there. And then the show's at 8 and then we fucking leave the next morning, right? Like it was awesome. And I fucking got to give a shout out to the Atlanta Aquarium. Have you been to the aquarium?
Yes,
it's fucking incredible. If y'all haven't been, I love the Atlanta Aquarium.
It's amazing. It's amazing. You have to go around the whole exhibit.
Right. And when you fucking walk into that room where it has the fucking tank with the whale sharks in it, and you walk around that tunnel, and then you just open up into this fucking panoramic view of the largest fucking acrylic window in America. Like, it's fucking insane. They have 2 whale sharks.
Right.
2 whale sharks is the spoiler alert.
No,
but like
the whole thing was, I've never been to the aquarium. I would have liked to have experienced that moment.
you still have to.
Lived it.
It's really a good experience.
There's stadium seating in front of this window. I'm not even joking. It literally is. Like, I had to sit down and I was stuck there for like half an hour watching these fucking fish.
I feel like you just ruined the plot.
It's different. Like, you gotta go.
Oh man,
Can you attest?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
Right, like
not
the-
that I wouldn't. I would have loved to have. I still will. Yes, the next time I'm in Atlanta, I will 100% go.
Most definitely.
You can skip the Coca-Cola Museum. Not worth your time. Just go to the aquarium.
You discover a lot of things in the Coca-Cola Museum. It's just you want to get the excitement.
Go to the MLK Museum over on the east side of Atlanta.
Yep.
Go there instead of the Coca-Cola Museum. I fucking stood there and cried. Fucking, it's incredible. I've been like 3 times, and the tomb is right outside the museum because it's in the neighborhood that MLK grew up in. Like, man, it's such a good place to visit. I've always wanted to live in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Is living there as great now that you've kind of lived in? I mean, New York's a whole different level of an experience, especially coming from, New York's 7 Atlantas stacked across each other, right? And how's the difference? How's the transition feel from living in New York to Atlanta?
It's different. It's because they're both cultural, but I come from a state where it's super cultural. In New York is all transportation, but you have MTA. You have no choice but to walk. Atlanta, you have to have a vehicle in order to survive.
Yeah,
I can
Denver's
say
the
that.
same.
Yes.
Yeah,
I see that.
Yeah.
But actually, it's pretty decent. I like it. Just got to get used to it.
Yeah.
How long have you been out there?
In Atlanta, almost 12 years. New York, 8 years.
Okay. And then stateside from Panama, how long total? Did you come out? What year did you? You don't have to tell me how old you are. What year did you come out?
A cub. I was literally a cub.
Okay. Gotcha.
Literally a cub.
Yeah. Okay. So, what influences drive the sound of DJ Popo?
Man, I guess my weird ways of flipping music.
I've heard that already. Like that's what I'm saying is people are talking about you, Popo.
Like I have a weird ADD of flipping tracks, and it's amazing.
Okay, I might have to sneak. You're still up, right? You're the last one tonight.
Oh no, I'm done.
Oh, you just
yeah.
How'd the set go?
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm about to head.
You
back.
rocked it.
Oh yeah, it was fun. I'm about to head back to my room after this.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, so you flip tracks, pretty crazy. People know you for that.
Yeah.
Your ADD style.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the best way that you could describe it without putting it with your hands on turntables, how would you put it to words?
Ooh, man. That's a trick one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never had nobody ask me that. That's the first time. That's the first time.
Yeah.
Pulling out the real shit here on LRVT tonight.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know sometimes.
Okay.
What would have just made me as into that aspect is just a thinker or sometimes an overthink of what to do with a song. And I always just have my own way of it. So it's complicated, but it's just, I tell people it's hard to explain. You just have to really study me and catch me in the moment.
Where did this come from? Is there a musical influence in your life in the past that kind of this feeling of music or the way that you roll is coming from?
I was a kid. I used to watch Jazzy Jeff, Melstar, a couple of legendary DJs growing up in New York. So, and I finally got the chance to play with them growing up.
Yeah.
So started in my mid-20s, didn't think I can ever meet any of them, but universe happens.
Yeah.
Time will happen.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, man.
Had a way to go out and do it, man.
Yeah.
Super cool. DJ Cons?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. All 4 of us?
Turn him
come
in.
on. No, come on. Take the seat, pa.
Grab the extra mic.
Squeeze over. Or
No, pa, you can take the seat. Come on.
you're going this way.
Come on.
Which way are you going?
I'm going.
Okay, you're going towards me.
Yeah.
Come on in, my friend. How long you been spinning out there now?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I saw you at the beginning of the night. I came in, got a beer. You were still fucking out there DJing on the other side. I was like, damn, this guy's busy.
Yeah.
Are we done with Popo?
We're done
with Popo. Thank you, DJ Popo.
Thank you, DJ Popo. We have a gift for you. Will you give DJ Popo his gift? Make sure it doesn't have a name on top. Make sure it don't have a name written in there.
We didn't get to that part yet. I thought we were all 4 gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I would have been okay with that. All right, but all the same, Yeah, while Spoke makes a mess of things. Yeah,
the one Stooges over here.
Yeah, he's Popo's trying
Who's
to
on
get back
first,
to
bud?
his.
Yeah, Spoke's having a good time there, man.
Shout out DJ Popo. All right.
Yeah.
In the hot seat now. Name, occupation, your government, social security. I'm just.
Oh man, we're gonna get into it.
Trucker call sign.
So we'll start back in 1980. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Nah, my name's
Again.
We could go there, man. DJ Cons, been DJing in Denver for 35 years, 34 years.
Wow.
Yeah, man, just been putting on for the city for damn near ever, man, since I was literally a kid, man.
Where was your first show?
First show. I remember my first house party I did was my friend's big sister had a house party. I DJ'd on top of a closet door we put on the couch, and I had my homies hold it steady while I DJ'd all night. And yeah, it was my first. That was my first house party, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. And so tell us a little bit about your DJ style.
Oh man, I kind of evolved, man. I started off, like the DJ battle that's going on now. I kind of started off in that scene.
This is like the 80s then, right?
This is I started
90s?
Early 90s.
Yeah,
early 90s, 91 when DJ battling started getting really big, you know what I mean? Just started getting into it from that, you know what I mean? Scratching when I was a kid. I started scratching on the turntables when I was like literally 9 years old. Just
holy buckets.
Tearing my dad's needles up. And my cousin, he moved in with us and he had a set of turntables, and it was just snowballed from there. But 88 I started scratching on the turntables, and then by 91, man, I was 11 years old, full blown mixing and doing the do and learning, man. Yeah, it
That's
was
great. Kind of followed that passion and just kept going. And then do you have like a biggest highlight of your career yet, or is it?
Oh man, tons. I mean, there's so much. Young. I think some of my biggest accomplishments were early. Like DJing. Being able to go be a part of the Up in Smoke tour with Dr. Dre. And,
cool.
Touring with some of my heroes. When I was young, I listened to a lot of Kid Frost. You know what I mean? The Chicano music, and being able to do tours with him and Lighter Shade of Brown back in the day. And I think thus far, my biggest accomplishment was just being able to have like my heroes that I looked up to as a kid, be like my friends and my peers now, you know what I mean? So
that's cool.
It's less about, the show and the high from the shows and doing it, more of just about being, a part of, like feeling officially a part of the culture when, you could call your heroes on the phone or like, you know what I mean? Just be able to interact with them, and, it's pretty awesome.
Hard work paying off, right?
Yeah. And I got to give a shout out to this guy right here that's standing over there.
Yeah,
Callywood.
we've been seeing
Who's
it
over
pop
there?
in and
That's
out.
Callywood, man. Callywood is important to my DJ career. You know what I mean?
In what
way? Yeah. Good
Well,
question.
like to be honest with you, I've gotten in and out of it. I had dry seasons. You know what I mean? I got out of it for a long time, and I always DJ, but like as far as being in the scene, kind of stepped back a few times. And one of my passions was always radio. Like that was the whole reason why I wanted to be a DJ, was getting into radio. And thanks to Adrian and from Fam Bam, introduced me to Callywood, and it's just snowballed from there. And I've had so many opportunities thanks to these guys, making that into, transitioning that into a career in its own, you know what I mean, has been awesome. And, being mentored by one of the best guys to do it, and, Callywood, and, given the opportunity, by hanging out with this guy, you hang out with him, you're gonna wind up doing good, great stuff. And, through him, I met Deep Rock Dave, who's part of the Eclipse show, who, you know what I mean, got to, when I was a kid, I've always wanted to get on that show and be a part of that. And, my man Cal, man, made that happen, man. Like
fucking making dreams come true out here.
Let me tell you about Calvin, man. This guy makes, he doesn't get enough flowers. He deserves all the flowers in the world.
He's
for what
getting
he
them
does,
right
man.
now. That's for sure.
Honestly.
Let's go, Callywood.
Yeah, Callywood's definitely, that's my my mentor. That's my go-to. You know what I mean?
I admire the fact that that's a continual theme throughout the night tonight. People been shouting out and give love to people that, it's important again to shout out the things that we receive from people
Yeah.
that like we can continue to shine that light, and the fact that especially in some of these dark places in the world that we hang out, like you always have a glimmer of light. You always got somebody who's willing to kind of carry you when you get low, and it's good that Callywood was your person, because we've also seen the opposite when somebody doesn't have their Callywood, right? When somebody doesn't have that person who holds them up when things get really rough and dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good having, Cali would give him a lot of props, and for me, it's like I'm always like the go-to guy. So it's good to have like a go-to guy that you could go to, like you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So like someone that you could rely on and depend on. So it's it's been good. And the career's been amazing, man. It's been awesome.
That's good, brother. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, so you pull up your phone right now. The first person you call, who you always wanted to be in cahoots with, and like actually made that happen.
The first person I'd call?
Yeah, who is that? Who's that person that you were like, damn, I made that connection happen?
Oh man, I'm gonna say there's so many. You mean as far as like heroes, or like
not somebody like, not just like your BFF from back in the day, but like you elevated your career to a point where you got to hang in a circle and get this person's number, who you thought you might not ever get to meet this person, but now you have their number. And
I'm gonna say Billy Dance from MOP, man.
Billy Dance.
I got his phone number in my phone right now.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. Annie up.
Cool.
It's funny because like one of my first DJ battles I won. I did a old MOP underground song. You know what I mean? And so I mean that was to have Billy Dance's number in my phone is pretty dope, man.
It's like a fucking dream, right? Like only something you dream about at first, and then it happens, and you're like, "This is fucking reality." Like, pinch me, bud.
Also, let's not overlook the fact that Billy Dance has DJ Cons' number too. So
likewise, man.
Yeah. This is a mutual save.
Yeah, So shout out to the legends, man.
Yeah, good.
Man.
I don't know. For me, it's just been one of those nights where I'm just, again, blown away by the Denver music scene, the inspiration that keeps like funneling through this room, and the ways that like just continue to shock me. The fact that we have this energy kind of percolating here. You held down the set tonight. I know you weren't battling today, right?
Yeah.
Like you weren't doing. Have you done a DJ battle?
Oh, that's where I cut my teeth is DJ battle. They wouldn't let me get in the battle, man.
Yeah, they were scared of
give
you.
Everybody a chance.
We can't give everybody a handicap.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah. So, I was gonna enter, but yeah, that's where I cut my teeth is in the DJ battle scene. When we were doing vinyl, you know what I mean.
So you were ready for this.
Oh yeah,
you
so like
wanted to go.
The buttons and all that stuff make it so easy. So it's like it's.
You were ready. You're
always ready. I'm always ready.
This is child's play here. But like you were saying, I wanted to mention just especially all the people that we've had on tonight, and just hearing you talk a little bit about like legends and people that you're connecting with. Like I've been thinking about the word legacy, and like how a legacy is not like a legacy is something we think of in like the past, right? Like something that we remember. But I feel like when I hear all these stories and so much connection to the past, to the present, to the future, from Slickback, who's just on, who's like the future of what we're doing, to people who've been in the game for 30, 40 years, to people who are on the edges of the game that you don't know their names until you're in that little scene. And I think about how legacy is made, right? And how we remember the people that influenced us, that become that you dedicate your so much time and passion to, that your heroes become people in your phone. Right. And like that's how legacies are set and made, is through the connections that when the dedication and work and time is put in, you become part of it. Right? You become part of that legacy, and you pass it on, in these ways, in these battles and judging and doing podcasts and shit like this, man. It's beautiful to be a part of it.
Oh, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. And Denver has such a vibrant scene, you know what I mean?
And it's a revitalizing scene. I'm finding it more and more. It was on rails for a while, right? Like it kind of disappeared for a bit, and COVID didn't help any of it because it was kind of happening before COVID, and then COVID shut it down.
Yeah.
And then
there's been a healthy
just explosion, really, of like, if you look at from what was not happening to what's happening now, and DJ battles and rap battles, and even the stuff we've just been a part of, which has been small, but something that I feel like has been missing, you know, over the last 5 years. It's kind of come together, but it was missing before that for like the last 10. And, you know, it's something that sometimes I felt like it, just because I didn't have my finger on the pulse of the, like you say, you step back, or you just aren't, you're not going out to the shows. I'm not catching every Luke Sky show. It's like, I'll catch one a year, Luke Sky show. Like, but before I was like, I was right, because it's the same thing, right? Where you got a whole life and a family, and like, you know, you got
Luke Sky's a legend in himself, man.
He is,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean?
And now he's a yoga legend. He's becoming a yoga legend. Like,
the legend,
who predicted? What's the over under on the Luke Sky yoga legend like tip from 10 years ago? Because it wasn't what I was expecting from you, brother.
The challenge would be combining the two. That's the next goal. If you want to
hip hop yoga,
real unique experience.
That sounds like some fucking Highlands Ranch shit, right?
Have you gotten down with Baba Fly, man, on the yoga?
Not yet. I haven't seen Baba in a while. I think we kind of just ran into each other in passing. I haven't been out in the, I've been working on yoga a lot, so I haven't been out in the community. I did some ground wave shit. Shout out Ground Waves and Murs. And put a couple songs out, and I got a lot of I keep telling myself I got a lot of stuff written, but I'm also very aware that my focus has been on yoga and philosophy and growing that. And I've gotten to a certain point now. I'm pretty comfortable in that. I have enough of a background and foundation with that it does seem like on the horizon is getting back to releasing music again. So I'm excited, but there's also this really deep desire to create and fuse those two together. So I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen, and maybe Baba's a good person to look out to for that, because we could, there's something we can make in bigger context, bring more community in and do it, a real mindful hip hop event
that'd be dope.
Some cool shit. It's Denver, it's headed that way. It would be Highlands Ranch meets urban
I got the name. It's Hip Hopasana.
Hip hop,
dude, that's dope. Because I'm seriously trying to combine this mountain scene, make a hip hop mountain scene somewhere. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
But that's also I've been out to Dillon Lake.
I get the vibe. The camouflage, hip hop mountain. I like it.
Yeah, there is. There's a circuit to be had in Colorado, and it would be the fan base. I think they're getting more hip to tune into the fact that they're gonna need some real powerful movement type music to be strong in their person for the next 4 years plus. It's not gonna be all Taylor Swift, and nothing against any of these people, but during these times, we're gonna need more Run the Jewels. We're gonna need more Rage Against the Machine.
We always need more of both of them.
Music. We're gonna need more conscious shit, because what we are currently facing is in need of some real dire stand strong in your person. Get your community together. Pick
God bless
Caliwood. Get your Calliwoods.
Kendrick Lamar in that regard of keeping some of this shit alive. And what do you say? I heard something, and maybe it was in one of the songs on GNX, where he says I brought 100 hoods on stage when he did that Juneteenth shit last year. The fucking I've never been more excited for a live event that I could watch online. The way that played out in what today's entertainment atmosphere is, and what he did, and I love fucking California hip hop. And so when they opened up and Remble gets on stage, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing there? Because it was the opener. Most people had no idea who this fucking kid was. And he was out of his element. He couldn't rap any of his bars. And if you watch the whole thing, a lot of the newer people, they were rapping over their own tracks with their vocals playing, which was annoying as fuck, but obvious, because they brought up some amateurs, and Remble was one of them, where I was like, what are you doing on this stage? You're like a 200,000 Spotify listener kind of level hip hop artist from LA. and Kendrick puts you on fucking stage for that shit. And I was like, holy buckets, what are we getting into?
Holy bucket.
And when I was hooked like by the first person, I was in, because I was like, that's a different, like, people, that's not an artist. Usually people are like, oh yeah, I fuck with that person, you know, like that one was like, comes up on my weird Spotify playlist that I listen to from California hip hop stuff.
I gotta be honest, this is the first time I'm hearing that name.
Yeah, because you probably skipped that part.
Yep.
But I was like, what are we doing here, Kendrick?
Yeah, no, that's good.
And then it
It's
came out
powerful
to
shit.
something that was like, oh, holy buckets, I think you just like let everybody know hip hop's back on like everybody's radar now.
Oh,
not
yeah.
just like the heads radar, not just some of us. It's like, we're coming back. And then he's fucking
Dude, he's got soccer moms putting out TikTok videos.
Right.
You know what I
Right. Then he does the Super Bowl with it while he's bodying Drake, while he's putting out these other anthems.
Yeah.
While he's fucking out here fucking raising kids and like putting out conscious ass music that for me means so much to me, what Kendrick does and like how he does it and the way that he writes, and like, man, I'm such a fanboy of that shit. But because it just expands beyond all of that, right? In the same way all of this stuff does, and makes me feel what I've been talking about with what this makes me feel like when I was a kid being at shows and like in a pizza place I mentioned earlier, where you feel the vibe of hip hop. And I remember those Colorado Casual cats where I was like, oh gosh, am I being racist right now? Because like I was a little scared. Those dudes walking in the Colorado with their jackets on and shit, and they're all cool and sunglasses and man. But then, you know, you see them at the next show and the next show, and then you start to get to know all these people, and you get to know so many folks, and that feeling of what I grew up with in hip hop and brought me into all this. This makes me feel like that shit. And Kendrick makes me feel like that and he's one of the only artists that I can just hear their shit and see what they're doing. It makes me feel that same way. And that's a lot more rare, right? Where I don't get to be in the space.
Yeah.
But this shit, man, it gets me so excited, and
good stuff.
The vibe is so good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right? You know, the vibes are fresh.
Good stuff.
Hip hop summer this year.
Hip hop summer. I mean, like I said, it is. It's definitely getting to the point. At least for me. I mean, it's a lot of movement in the community. Places like this, things like this, have a really good draw. I went to Decca's show that was at the Marquee last month, and they performed with Stay Tuned, and that crowd was there, and they were there and attentive, right?
Yeah.
Like, people are here and they're getting involved. They're not just sitting and looking at their phone. Like, you know, there's a certain energy to a crowd when you're actually like holding a crowd. And like, that's just what I love to see. I mean, it's just, no matter if it's like, again, if 3 people showed up to my show, you're going to get all this energy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that. I didn't put these songs together for me to come out here and half-ass my set over my lyrics, like no matter the stage that I'm on, like as an artist, like there's just, to me, there's some no-nos. Like you can have some simple background stuff, but like, you know, this you're putting in, you know, they're putting in really good work to do those those battles out there. You really want some high quality stuff, and you know, I know that's
a couple hours ago I was rocking for a crowd of 5 out there, man, but we were having a good time, man. No man.
I walked in on that. I walked in. By the time I walked in, there was at least 20 people out there. Spoke was taking the mic, and you were rocking some shit.
Nice.
I went back though after that, where things had started in the other room, and I went in to go grab a beer, and this guy's up here just casually just doing his thing. And there's only two dudes in the front, but they grabbed a mic and were freestyling with each other. Like you know, bouncing back and forth. And you know, he was up there. That's why I asked when he came in, I was like, how long you been fucking out there? Because
34 years.
When did you stop? When did you stop?
I stopped about 10:30 is when I finished up. So I've been done for a minute.
You were there for a good 60, 70 minutes out there just
I did
tracks.
7 hours one time straight.
What?
Yeah, and everybody was like, "You been up there?" I was like, "Yeah, I didn't know I could leave."
I just want to point out that we're almost to 7 hours on this show too. We've been,
and that's why we gotta wrap it up.
No better way to end the night than with the human being who started the night. So if you would be so kind as to, one more time, DJ Cons, let the Lone Ranger vs. Tonto podcast know how to find you out there. Shout out Billy Dance.
Yeah, man. You know, you can find me Instagram. You know, Cons Freight Heavy, KONZFR8 Heavy without the A, so HEVY. Cons Freight Heavy. You can find me on Twitch doing some crazy stuff at Freight Heavy _ worldwide. Freight Heavy Radio. Sorry, Freight Heavy _ radio _ worldwide. You can catch me every Monday with Caliwood, New Music Mondays on Caliwood.com. Cool. Every Friday night, Freight Heavy Radio Worldwide, CaliwoodRadioX.com. And every Sunday, almost every Sunday, on the Eclipse Show, 88.5 FM, the longest running hip-hop show in the world, on the planet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, you know, you can find me somewhere. You'll find me in some hole in the wall playing something cool, too, man. You know what I mean? Or you might find me at the Black Box again, you know, here, this amazing place doing something dope. You know what I mean? So,
Bar Red, are you Bar Red?
Bar Red, you might find me at Bar Red. Yeah.
You and Graybeard doing shit.
Graybeard, man. You know, shout out to everybody, man. Hey, did you ever rock a Freight Heavy freestyle? You came out to the Freight Heavy?
I came, but I didn't get the chance to touch the mic. I came late, and I think it was at the bar that's off of like Colfax and. I forget what the.
Yeah, it was it was Mutiny Information Cafe where we're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that attended that, man. We were
one. It was Aqu rocking it. Are y'all getting back to that or?
Well, we're gonna be bringing it back in July. You know what I mean. I just want to give a shout out to everybody that we're actually dropping a documentary. I'm trying to finish it up right now on just how that thing just started off as like just something we were in it. Ballooned into, cool. But shout out to you guys for everybody that participated. Yeah,
cool.
So thank you guys for having me. This was dope, man.
Hell yeah! Brother. Thank you for being here. And this has been the Lone Ranger versus Tonto podcast.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.